All right. Well, actually, you know what? So instability is gonna have corruptors to support the meters this time. So even when the carriers do move out, if there are like Vikings to deal with them, I still feel like working with your team, right? Have some support for the carriers for the things
Yeah.
that usually would counter them. Now you have an air player as well to make sure that those carriers don't go down. Another nuke goes down. How many nukes have gone down in this game? I don't even know
I
if I
have
can count
no
that high.
idea.
All right, doors are in FS up mode, you know. So
Yeah, yeah, that's true. They are. This is a large army coming across the map for blue. Of course, it's I'd say I don't know about 2 nukes worth. Would you say?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, you can
About
cover
two
that.
nukes worth.
I know we're
So,
gonna be measuring it in nukes now. That is the currency and also
this
the
is
unit
an
of
army that
measurement.
could beat those carriers. The one thing I worry about is
The Ling Banes are gonna run into the Archons, unfortunately though.
yeah, that's a
Okay.
bad starting trade here, and the Archons not being at the front. I feel like you need those Archons to deal with the Interceptors a little bit. But
Yeah,
oh my
for
gosh,
sure.
it's so many carriers coming
Here
in.
we go. Carrier has arrived. Storms are going down on them. You know what? You might as well try to get
Yeah,
as much
you got to get as
damage
much
as you
damage as you can. But
Holy
oh my
moly.
goodness, hanging out over the airspace as well. Well microed by War Bunnies here, keeping the army at arm's length here with his carriers, and just a lot of interceptors fighting in and out there. And we're starting to see players
Oh,
pull on out
GG's
of the
called.
game. GG.
At team ET. In the end.
What can I say? I'm the best.
Yes, you are. And it's undisputable. Right? We just saw it.
Yeah,
So.
the undisputed champion. As yeah, so then we'll be hopping into our next format. Looks like we'll have time for one or two more, which is great to see. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hop into a 2v2 match.
Mm-hmm.
But not just FSL players. We're actually gonna have first a quick little interview here. Actually, let's have Tempo interview you, and then we'll talk a little bit about the games.
All right, all right. Let's play. We got player wise. Who do we got up here? Team captain. My man.
Hello, hello.
Hot damn. Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. So that was quite a match. Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just did you expect it to be that crazy?
No, like we had our plan going into it, but
Oh, you want to
kinda
introduce yourself? Sorry, sorry.
oh yeah, sorry. I'm Neutrophil. I was the pink Terran there.
Mm-hmm.
We had plans going into it, and we just kind of let it, kind of let it go, you know.
Yeah.
And we were expecting like huge cheeses from the other team. We were scared of all-ins and stuff, so we were all defensive at first.
Yeah.
And I kind of ignored my team and decided to kind of just
Go
go
ham
on my
with
own
the. I
thing.
saw that with the stockings.
Yeah,
and all
so
that.
but I have to thank War Bunnies there. He
Yes.
was our Protoss, I think, and
Mhm.
he kind of just took charge there. He was shot calling. He was helping with the macro,
Really?
and yeah, he was just kind of leading the team, and I was just kind of tunnel visioning and everything. But
Wow. Well, that was actually quite the game. I mean, did you count how many nukes actually went off that game? Because I couldn't keep track after
no,
nuke like 6.
I just kept spamming nukes.
Yeah.
But our teammates, they definitely carried their part. And we just kind of played a macro game there. I think
Yeah,
we
it
nailed
ended up being quite the game, right? And geez, just back and forth as far as like gutting economies, right? I remember it was the mutas coming through from instability, right? Too like as a surprise, and just absolute craziness. Like, how do you even focus on one thing at this point, right? So, what was
Yeah.
the highlight of the game for you, though?
I
Do you
mean,
think? Besides the win.
I think the first stage was
Well,
pretty crazy.
guys, we're having we're having a little bit of issue with the Let me bring in Hyper Turtle. Hold on.
I think you're still muted in Discord, KJ.
Okay,
There we go.
there you go. We have
Yeah.
Hyper Turtle here with me. Welcome, guys. Week 7. How you
Yeah.
doing, Hyper Turtle?
I'm doing good. Just checking over the what's it called? Zero Space trailers.
Yeah, that's cool. I got a message about that a few days ago. Cats reached out to me, so
Yeah,
that's pretty
not
cool.
surprised. He's involved. Scarlet, Pig, Giant Grant Gaming. So definitely
Yeah,
wish them best on their Kickstarter.
of course. I checked it out. It was awesome. So I was like, wow, I can't
No
wait
such
to try
thing as
that
too
out.
many RTS titles out.
That's right. But our main RTS tonight is different, right?
StarCraft 2. Yeah, it's a bit of an older game, but you know.
It's still our main game right now. So, who do we have, man? Tell us.
Well, I think for tonight the main thing we've got is LuckyLarry versus Haki, who Haki has recently corrected a few things, moved him to Code S.
Mm-hmm.
Got some schedule conflicts elsewhere, but we might be doing some fairly creative show matches.
Okay. I told you who the show match. Why don't you tell us about the show match that's coming up after the hockey game?
Yeah, Little Reaper versus Dark Menace. You know, definitely good members of the Psystorm family.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe the trade-off is that Little Reaper has to off-race, while Dark Menace has to put up with Little Reaper choosing one unit each game that he can't use.
Okay. That'll be fun to watch. What's up, Japs
Not
TV?
exactly one hand tied behind his back, but at least one finger each time.
Yeah, one finger. He's still favored to win, but I think it'll be fun to watch regardless, and that's the point of this,
I think
right?
so. And also, I mean, LuckyLarry and Hakeem, they've each played a game, although Hakeem's was a little bit of a MacGuffin. Not a MacGuffin. That's completely different.
Who
a
do you got?
stumble.
Who do you got on that?
Well, he, not sure if it was him or me, but one of us put a 2 at the beginning instead of 3, so we had him set at 2300 MMR instead of 3300.
Got it. So,
So,
yeah, who would you pick there between those
I,
two?
I haven't actually seen Haki play against anyone at his own level. LuckyLarry, I've definitely
Yes.
definitely seen. He's also done some good stuff over at some of the other Discord channels I've been involved with.
All right. Well,
So
yeah, let's go. Talk to him.
I'll go with the trooper I know, LuckyLarry, but you know, there's all kinds of things that Hakeem might surprise me with. Oh, and we have my ever-present neighbor and co-caster, War Bunnies. Let me
Ooh,
bring
is he?
him in too.
Awesome. Yeah, he just got to start his camera, and you guys can take over. Good luck, guys.
Yay, Tortoise in the Hair, back at it again.
Hey,
How you doing, Bunnies?
good. I'm looking for
Mhm.
the link to the VOD thing.
I will send it to you.
Send it direct. That way I'll always have it.
Yeah, well, it's actually pinned in the FSL chat.
Really? Where?
Go to the FSL channel.
Yeah.
You know, so the actual FSL thing, upper right corner in between the notifications and the
Oh.
member list,
I
hit the,
see it.
the thumbtack.
Yeah, I've never used that before.
It is very helpful. We learn amazing things, not only about StarCraft 2, but about Discord and even OBS when we hang out together.
Yes. Do, 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 do.
I forgot. Has LuckyLarry had an actual match here, or was that just no? I think he just participated. Oh no,
I
no,
know
he
he
took
had a
down
match. He
Burton Time.
played.
Managed to take one map off of him.
Yeah. Okay, so I have Bunny's camera, but he's not on. His camera's not on. He's on the camera list.
Funny is.
What? No, my camera's on.
Is it connected?
Unplug it, and I replugged it in.
Yeah, it says video is off, which is really weird. I don't see anything right now. Maybe you can reconnect to that same thing. All right, I'll boot you and see what happens.
Hold on a second. Let me close out then.
Yep, real-time troubleshooting, folks.
Yeah,
That's what
guys.
it's all about.
We'll figure this out. We're all volunteers with different levels of experience.
Yep, but all equal dedication.
That's right.
But no, this has been really great for me, getting more on the production side.
Yeah, you got to
Looking
learn a
forward
lot of
to
things, right? That you didn't know about. Some
Rapid fire.
Yeah.
Not just about the tech side of it either, just the organizing side. Looking forward to throwing together a few
There
more
you
things
go.
of my own.
Bunnies is on.
All right, there he is.
I figured it out. Is BattleNet having the same trouble as it was yesterday, where it was booting people randomly?
I haven't had any trouble with it. From what I understand, it's account specific. So either you're affected or you're not. And if you are affected, it's not just StarCraft 2. Like our good friend Bully. He's
It booted me randomly yesterday. So
okay, well, we will find out soon enough. Otherwise, you can always just watch on the stream. Shall we bring in Haki and LuckyLarry?
Let's do it.
All right, welcome to both tonight's competitors. Both of you are in your first season of FSL. Seen a little bit of both of you. Some of it counted, some of it didn't. Welcome. How are you doing?
We're good, sir. We're good.
Mm-hmm. And how about you? LuckyLarry was good, then.
Oh, come on. Am I having internet issues?
No, you're still on audio, just the camera went down again.
God.
Come on, gotta live up to your lucky name.
Okay, he's back
Alright,
on
I think
camera.
we're good.
Your
think.
lucky alliteration.
He's back on
Yeah,
camera
we
now.
see him.
Are we good?
Yep.
We-
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what I gotta ask you, Larry, do you feel lucky? Well, do you?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Not today.
All right, how about you, Haki? Oh, nice Funkos there. Is that Kerrigan in the upper right?
No. It's Thanos.
Okay. Well, that's the thing. Those guys, or upper left, I don't know. They all have the same eyes, so I guess that's part of the gimmick. Well, welcome to Code S, where we're sure you belong.
Yeah.
You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm good, but I
Yeah.
don't know if I belong here.
Everyone's got to play somewhere around here.
Yeah. But I'm up to challenge always, that's why.
Excellent. Fighting words, and I love it.
Thank you, sir.
And yeah, if we'd seen the two of you in action more, we might have more questions. Honestly, the two of you haven't seen much of each other either, so them's the breaks.
Yeah, that's fair.
Might be a good chance for the two of you just to, I know you've already spoken to us about the stuff before, but what history have you guys got with StarCraft 2 or StarCraft in general or RTS in general?
I actually I don't play video games, but my brother is a player of StarCraft 2 and a professional player here in Philippines. That's why.
Professional.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. He played FSL, I think 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, he
what was
played
his game name?
PSL. It's a tournament.
PSL,
Yeah, PSL.
Yes.
Okay, System League.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like an open PSL where people can play and hop on.
So has he been coaching you, or has he just been sitting back and throwing you into the deep end?
No, he doesn't play anymore. But I'm just watching a lot of tournaments lately.
Okay, so you're carrying on the family business. Got it. How about you, Larry? Do you play StarCraft or any other video games?
I do.
Cool.
But I gotta say, bro, Brood War is something else. I've been playing a little bit more Brood War, and there's something about getting absolutely curb stomped by a barcode Zerg who just builds sunken colonies. That's just so mesmerizing, I guess.
What rank have you reached in Remastered?
C. I'm a C rank Terran.
That's honestly pretty impressive. I've played StarCraft 1 since it came out, and I think the highest I've made it is E.
Oh.
I mean, obviously, when it came out, none of us knew what we were doing. It was a long time before I found out there were actually some other people who knew what they were doing.
Yeah, I watch a lot of Artosis, so it's like just by
boy.
watching him constantly and grinding in that salt mine, you start
That
to pick up on a few
2400
things.
MMR salt mine, though, right? Right?
Oh
You hear me,
yeah,
folks?
man, he finally hit it.
Bunnies and I watched the banning video. Bunnies, what were you
Yes.
saying?
I'm just gonna say that I'll when he's playing, I can just say 2v2 v2 is 2 plus 2 is 2 to you the whole time you're playing, just to make you feel at home.
All right, then. We will bring the salt if you bring the pepper, okay? Everyone
Gotcha.
ready? Everyone ready to go? Let's see what our first map is. So we have selected, starting on Royal Blood, followed by Ancient Cistern, and if we go the distance, we will be finishing up on Dragon Scales. All right. So I believe... Oh, here, let me switch the party leader here. And KJ, if you could make the lobby. And so, I guess one other thing we're waiting on that, Haki. Actually, how do you pronounce it? Haki?
It's Haki.
Haki. Okay. All right. So what Funko Pops other than big old Thanos do you have back there?
It's My Hero Academia and the classic Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay. So Thanos is kind of surrounded by anime heroes, just waiting
Yeah.
to take his glove away, huh?
Yeah,
Which
because I love Thanos because its design is very bulky, like a
Bunny's
marauder.
QN.
sorry, I was trying to look at his Funko Pops. Which which Full Metal Alchemist do you guys have? Do you have, I guess?
I just have a Funko Pop. This one is the the brothers, Edward and Alphonse.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got Kerrigan, Raynor, and I have a Funko of Dwight from The Office dressed up as Kerrigan. And then there's kind of some random Batman stuff.
Here in Philippines, it's so hard to find StarCraft 2 Funko Pops.
I believe it. All right, are we ready to go? I'm going to
Yeah.
be moving both of you into your own lobbies. We will be bringing you back when it's time to interview the victor and the one who goes runner-up. Best of luck to
Alright.
both of you.
Good luck.
Good luck. Good luck.
Alrighty, so Royal Blood.
Yes. I think Haki is a favorite in this matchup.
Yeah.
Their MMR would indicate that as well, but
Okay.
You are watching FSL.
this is against Terran. I like this map as a Protoss.
And what about as a Terran?
Is it Terran versus Terran?
It is TVT, baby. And is it? Oh, you're right. Never mind. In the upper right, the green Terran it is.
Haki.
And in the lower left, the purple Protoss. His name is
LuckyLarry.
Okay, so TVP. You said you like Terran's odds here?
No, the Terran
Or
I think
Protosses?
I think the Terran is better, but this map, if you can get a couple observers, you can get them in sneaky spots and get the pretty good view without really running the risk of getting scanned. Allows you to pick up where the Terran moves out, and as Protoss, in the mid to late game, you really absolutely have to know where the Terran army is. Otherwise, you kind
Information
of
is king, especially if there's a bunch of siege tanks around the corner.
No, it's mostly guys with guns.
Guys with guns, Marines?
Yes.
And I guess ghosts, they have guns, just kind of thinner ones.
Yeah, ghosts are also something scary to run in on as a Protoss
They will always
army.
be scary, yes. I figure this is a place you can take advantage of high ground for an incoming army, too. A lot of destructible rocks just along that thin passage up the middle. Not that hard to just get around them, though.
I like this. I think Haki is scouting for the most annoying spots for the proxy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That proxy Stargate has gotten him a couple times there, which it's actually really good right there, because there's a lot of dead space you can fly into.
Yes, indeed. And dead space just to hide stuff, yeah.
Yep. It's pretty standard for the Protoss. The opening, Reaper opening for our Terran hero, and he's gonna. I think
He's gonna
looking
tickle an
around.
SCV.
He's not beelining it. He's come back to kill that probe.
Oh man, yeah. And I mean, that's got its advantages too.
It stops that annoying probe. But
Yeah.
And it delays. Larry should be able to get his tech path, which he should choose soon.
Yeah, SCV is ever vulnerable.
Stargate. Okay. Terran, that's a dicey proposition, but
Well,
I
people
like
with guns
Stargate.
can shoot up.
Yeah.
Ooh, and here we
There's
go.
nothing that... Oh.
Stalker takes a little hot. He does take out a probe. If he can get that out of there, it'll heal up pretty soon.
Yeah,
I like
he's got it out. Haki's control is better than Larry's. So Larry should be going for more of an A movie type army.
Mm-hmm.
Archon Immortal is what I would favor if I was playing a technically more skilled Terran.
Nice high damage, a little bit of splash here and there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the big things is, as you said, higher skilled you are, the more you know the timings for trying to get things into your opponent's base at the most inconvenient moments.
Yeah.
See, there is an Oracle on the way, but also a mine.
Yeah. I think this is Mine Drop, which the Oracle is nice, but you've got to have something to deal with then these Mine Drops.
Right.
Because
and the Oracle, of course, it's got Revelation, but you can't reveal from the other side of the map.
Yeah, shield batteries don't do dick against Mine Drops. They drop in your base and they kill everything.
No, something's still got to be alive if you want to heal it.
Yeah.
Inconvenient fact of life, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh. Well, since he decided to kill, he's got all his energy drained on his Oracle now.
Yep, opted for supply drop.
Yeah, off the single,
Medevac's going out. Heading
the
to the
second
borders.
Oracle is really that, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
There's
nothing. Yeah, so you think that Oracle's gonna go... One mine shot kills an Oracle, right?
Yes, and the mine drop is coming in. He does not have enough stuff to stop. This mine drop's gonna go in and just wreck house.
And just sit there. Forge almost done, but you still gotta have the cannon after that finishes.
Yeah, the cannons don't do anything against mine drops either.
Well, they allow you to clean them up. If you get everything away.
After everything
a lot of
dies,
this depends if you see... Yes, well, a lot of this depends He is not. Yeah, his eyes are on the other side of the map. That's the
He
problem
got
here.
4. Yeah, he got 4, and
Getting
that's
a
great.
fifth. That's 11 probes down, and he still has to clean up the mines. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, yeah, there's those initial deaths, but what's even worse is if the carnage gets to continue without you being able to do anything about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Granted, not a lot of probes that are still there, but you
No,
know,
he
they're
pulled them
he's
all.
cut off from mining there. So, yep. Does
Okay, now
find
he
some
can go
damage
back.
anyway, yeah.
Now he's got to go back. His observer will be there. He's got to go back
Mhm.
and get mining
Yeah,
back
as
right
quickly
away.
as possible. This is one
Yeah.
of the problems with when you've got to pay attention to more than one part of the map at once,
Yeah. Now,
which is pretty common.
now the only
Oh,
thing is that Haki spent a little bit of his APM doing that, and so he's
Yep.
actually not ahead in workers. And with the 3, he still has to fix his saturation. I like to see 3 or 4 pulled.
yeah.
If
One of
he
the things
starts-
with Lucky. Oh, yep.
Oh,
One of the things with LuckyLarry, his Sim City was even kind of working against him there. I mean, granted, the mine didn't manage to escape, but it's one of those little double-edged shields, I guess.
Yeah, but if he picks up in this little drop, he built the Stargate, and he doesn't have any Stargate units out.
Yeah.
And
A little bit
if
low
it's
on anti-air.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything to hunt this medevac, and so Blink is not done. He went for charge first, so this medevac is going to be able to zip right in,
Yeah.
undetected.
LuckyLarry is still ahead in workers, but that could change very soon. Oh man, the
It
stalkers
just-
managed to shoot away. Oh, but we got it going on in the other place. Hitting more than one spot. Mine burrows. Got some.
Oh!
Oh no no no!
Yeah, that's
That was an owie,
that wasn't
as my daughter likes to say.
He'll get killed right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
How did that work out? Yeah, Haki now one worker ahead. Oh man.
oh no, that
Yeah, a
needs
little
to-
bit camouflaged by the buildings there. Once again, using LuckyLarry's own buildings against him.
Yeah. Ugh. Our Protoss hero is not having the time of his life right here.
He's got all those warp gates ready to go, but he needs the money to fund them.
He almost needs to recall his observer.
Maybe
Alright,
cleans
he
it up
flew
before more destruction.
back. He doesn't have any shield batteries in his. No forward shield batteries,
No,
so
like the army isn't where the shield battery is, right?
yeah. In this spot right here, you can't.
Right. Those siege tanks can really take advantage of that distance.
Actually,
Huh?
Blink has not been. Where are you going? Where are you going?
Yeah, I think
I
think he's being left a little bit indecisive here. Going for the surround against the siege tanks, but during that time, the Marines and medevacs uncontested, and Marauders, the triple M's.
Yeah. Now he should
Yeah,
be able to
shoots
hunt this
away.
army.
Right. Unfortunately for him, he has a third that he can just start mining from while he's
but
waiting for that
he's
nexus
still
to
down a
move.
base.
Absolutely, and yet still ahead one worker too. That's one of the things that.
Yeah. He needs to. I mean, he doesn't have the money, but he needs to drop a couple pylons because the sniping that really hurts your economy. He needs to get on his upgrade. Ooh, Storm. I like Storm. He's got a bunch of gas.
It's a favorite of mine. He's been on the back foot for most of this. Yeah, he got a little bit of Oracle damage done, but other than that, it's been all him trying to limit how much damage he gets hit by.
Yeah.
Now, Colossus range almost.
The thing is, he's not out of this by any stretch of the imagination.
No,
He needs Blink because he doesn't have. He hasn't been building Stargate units. He built the Stargate and then kind of left it, which is okay. Like I said, against Terran. But unless he has something to hunt down and prevent this drop, he's going to get Doom dropped again. And
Needs some
he's not even going to
multiple things he needs. It's like
a single drop, and it's going to get all it can done because there's nothing up here.
Yeah, I think if he takes out that, well, goes for workers, but I do notice that pylon was funding multiple upgrades.
Yeah. I like the fact he's not F2ing back.
Mm-hmm. Not panicking, just warping in a couple units.
Yep.
There goes the medevac away again.
Yeah, a
And this
couple Phoenix just
seems like this
control the
entire
space.
game, every moment, there's been one Nexus that he hasn't been able to mine from.
Yeah, well,
Or at least
this,
one mineral patch.
this might be
Oh
a little
boy, pulling the boys, pulling the boys. Now,
I mean, this
yeah, they're
army's
all gonna
get squished.
right, but that was after an entire mineral line got squished.
Yep.
The probes were against the infantry, while the entire army was focused on the siege tank.
You
And
know,
there goes
here's
even
the thing. He's got one shot. Just shoot this down, and then go. Don't worry about it. Just YOLO. You gotta YOLO it right here.
Mm-hmm.
You're down 30 workers.
Right.
You've got to know that you've lost 30 workers. Just go. Send full send.
Right. Otherwise, your opponent will just keep drawing you back. So.
Right. He lost an army. Your army right now, army supply is. He can take a good fight. Two Colossus.
Well, he's got the swag for it, that's for sure.
Yep.
I do not think. Let me see. He does not have a warp prism, so it's not going to be any.
He doesn't have
money to work things in. So good point.
He should just go.
Haki, yeah, it's a good time for it. Haki is setting up his fourth base.
Yes, and he's got an army that can definitely poke through right here.
Okay, come on, you monkeys want to live forever?
Yes.
My life for ire.
Yep, just keep
This
going.
ain't bad. This ain't bad.
No, he's got enough. He's got enough. Just get on the workers. Get on the workers. You got to get on the workers.
Forces a liftoff. Gotta love that.
Get on those workers.
Yeah, just in a moment he can even things out. We got one mine about to be dropped, but right now he can't afford to worry about that. He's got to pay attention to where he's at.
No. So third for a third.
Mm-hmm.
And get your
reinforcements. Third eye for a third eye.
You got a warping. You've got all that money. Warping your zealot reinforcement. There you go. Excellent.
Right. He's got. Honestly, he's doing all right for gas and and for minerals.
Mm-hmm. You have storm. He doesn't.
Yeah, I haven't seen one go off yet, though.
He doesn't have any stormy boys. Oh, catch that medevac.
Down.
If he catches this medevac and shoots it down, ooh.
And
really a big reversal of fortunes right there.
Yeah, I think LuckyLarry does in fact live up to his name. That paid off big time, and sometimes just, there is one decision you can make, there's another decision you can make. Whichever you make, just be decisive. And
yes.
Because there's no halfways with this kind of position.
No. A single ball or two storms would really...
Those Colossus were really paying for themselves throughout
Yes, yes they were. That was really, really well done.
And, of course, as far as counters to Colossi, I mean, Haki has, he's got a share of Marauders and Siege Tanks, but, no air...
The Terran's 2-2 and the Protoss is
2-0.
Okay.
But yeah, not seeing any air units. Oh yeah, can't one way or the other. You gotta either defend or attack. You can't do both at once.
He sees this. Oh.
Yes, he does. just like Berg does, keeping the zealots underneath it.
Oh, did I drop?
Little, I don't know. No.
Oh,
ooh.
Hey guys.
Okay.
The SC2 crash. We'll have to reload from replay.
Okay. Let me let everyone know.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna step away for just a second then.
All right, guys. Can you load up the replay, add me in there, and make me admin or something? Because I don't have it.
Sure.
I think SC2 didn't save
It
it
still
for me.
shows you as being in game.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's just
Look
BattleNet
here.
being lagged because I'm obviously not in the game.
Yeah, like I've been hearing about this. It hasn't been affecting everyone, but it's definitely been affecting quite a few. And not just in StarCraft 2 either. Here, let
Alright.
me message LuckyLarry.
Just bring him in the chat and just tell him. Obviously, don't talk about the game. I'm gonna play a video while we wait for this to get sorted out. Okay? So we'll be right back, gentlemen.
Alex, I just heard that. I think it's your dad, right? Yes. Yeah. You just mentioned that apparently you like watching my videos. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
All instability, Stu Blue, and Neutral Phil. Good luck in the FSL. Protoss Power.
Hello, Meadow. Thank you for being my fan. I hope you can keep cheering for me and have a nice day with StarCraft.
For you, Meadow.
Hello, Meta. Keep playing StarCraft 2. Hope you enjoy the game.
Hey, Dark Man, keep playing Turk. It's fun and hopefully you'll get some good results. I'm cheering for you.
Sarah, what have you done?
Kerrigan, the die is cast. This is the last day. Your swarm darkens the sky of any planet.
Forget Minsk. Forget all of it.
When we are done here, I will return to my people and accept their judgment.
Command, we've found Kerrigan. She's holed up in a Zerg base.
I made my peace long ago.
Consider it done. For I indeed.
What's up, guys? I'm gonna talk to the FSL people here. Who's playing?
Hello, my name is Little Reaper, and I play Protoss, and I've gotten Platinum 1.
Nice. Hey, I'm Tian Pong. I play Protoss, and I'm Gold 3. Well, I've achieved Gold 3.
Nice.
Hey, what's up?
What's your
Alright, we're
Alright.
loading from replay. Let's do it.
So everybody
Yes.
knows, and
You know, they didn't always have this feature.
yeah, that would have sucked because the
If
game
this
is
was
right at its apex. And it's funny because I don't know who is benefits from this stoppage. Like, Lucky Larry saw that drop. If he catches it and doesn't do damage, he'll be in
Right.
a really good spot.
right, he had that group of zealots right underneath the medevacs.
His
Right.
zealot saw it, but did he see it?
Yes, he had F2
Yeah, there's no. Zealots were following it, so it's just like Zerg likes to do against medevacs, just keeping the Z unit underneath them. Yeah, like you were saying, you were saying it was kind of a back and forth match, but really just so far one back and one forth, really, for Lucky Larry. He was on the back foot for quite a while, then he just, took a big punch and it paid off.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna see how things even out.
The thing is, he has like 40 supply in that medevac right there, because it's not just Marines, it's also tanks and mines, and if they get...
Muratas. It's the 4Ms, yeah. Except with a T.
Here we go.
Yeah. The suspense, come on.
Okay,
Okay.
everyone ready?
Okay,
Oh,
let's
just
do it.
Marauders, no tanks. Countdown and let's go.
Here we go. Medevac's driven out to the
he's
side.
spun off.
Ooh, he is doing a good job dividing up his units.
Oh, don't have to
well,
back. You gotta just keep using
yeah, very tricky to divide everything up.
Yep. He needs a blink. Or
Honestly, a couple of phoenixes wouldn't hurt.
Right, I was
You
gonna
know,
say,
that
or
target's
he's
been
got
sitting
the
there for a
Stargate.
while.
He can see them there, chasing medevacs with. This actually really helps Haki
right.
stabilize. Oh, you would. Oh!
Alright, what we
Oh,
got? Got more
the scan
Archons.
gave it away. He knows it's back.
Yeah. It's not just the look, but also just hearing that sound.
Yep. Oh, he's just gonna say screw it. You can get this base.
Oftentimes, Terran likes to leap where they look.
Yes.
Alright, doing the drop, but of course, both of them are having to divide their attention right now.
Yeah.
And Haki's units on Lucky Larry's side are just sitting there right now.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah, this is bulldozer. Yeah,
base.
yeah.
But
And I don't think Lucky Larry's gonna care.
To stop him from getting on production.
Yeah, he's probably gonna want to try to warp some stuff in back home. Try to hold off what he can. Yeah, there's that one tank, and I guess one Marine, one Marauder, two Marines.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Poor probes that we're already mining from there. Still,
Does he have two different style probes? I've never seen that. He had two different skinned
I don't
probes.
think so.
Yeah, he had two different skinned probes because the probes he made. Yeah. Look,
Oh, I know what happened when we recovered from replay. Yeah, more than one kind of Archon too. When we recovered from replay, it didn't keep the skin settings.
That's awesome.
It is beautiful.
this
So
game
all
is
the
basically
units.
over. Also.
I think Lucky. Yeah, 107
Larry
supply to
came
27. But yeah, I love that. The everything that was made before we recovered is standard skins, and yeah, he's got Tal'Darim, I believe, for or is that Golden Age? One of the two. But yes, I like that. Personally, I don't like going with just one faction for my skins. I like alternating between every unit. And structure where it can.
He should go back and.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things is, as long as these three bases stay up,
base is crumbling
he's
under
got nothing to worry about, but he should still do what he can to clean up.
Yeah.
And there's the classic, Colossus versus Structure. That always takes a while. Zap. Zap. War of the Worlds, people. Zap. Zap. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he can kite for quite a bit there, but the buildings, the structures here, not so much. Got a planetary defending. I don't think that'll last long if he manages to make sure that everyone's attacking it and not attacking the other buildings. There we go.
But he's still taking a lot of damage from this little
Yeah.
drop.
Right.
I mean, it's,
he could.
Void
He's
Ray or
got plenty
two
of
would
money.
really be pretty good.
Yeah, any air unit, or honestly, just a handful of stuff that aren't zealots. But yeah, it's a base trade, but at the same time, it's more of one guy chasing the last buildings down, while the other guy does his best to do damage with what is that, 14 army supply, and no workers behind it.
Yeah, he should just build stuff and go. Ah, he's getting dropped.
Is he gonna snipe some pylons, man? I want to see him snipe some pylons.
Yeah, he's fly back to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah.
Run your probes away! Run your probes away! Don't fight with them this time!
Yeah, no, we got the GG. Alright. LuckyLarry. I guess he just pushed him too far.
Wow, Larry, that was
Wow. Guys, there were 3 big mistakes there by LuckyLarry, but he somehow came back. 3 big mistakes that were extremely huge that I thought he was dead. Like the first time was, the mine killed 14. He moved it to the wrong spot. He had a bad split. Instead of killing that tank push, it was easy for him to kill. He split it and he lost the base. And then the third thing was he fought with the probes and lost like 25 of them when he didn't need to.
He lost 30 probes. He was
when-
dead.
There were some big moments where his attention just, it was too late when he turned his attention back to the workers. Now, KJ, did you want to be party leader again then?
Yeah. Make me a part so I can make a new game.
Promote to leader.
Take us to
Ancient Cistern up next. Another one of those up and down maps with all those little crevices. And a lot of greater. Hey, Bunnies, you remember like a few years ago, this huge complaint was that it's like, why is every map like this dark, desolate, shadowed out thing? And I think the people in the Team Liquid map contest have very much addressed it. I love the variety. We go from the regal fortress to the grasslands here and the ruins.
I do like to see more the brighter maps. I think it's just nicer to play on. Like once in a while a dark map, but
yeah. Well,
I like
dark
the aesthetic of this.
Right, dark and shadowy is only cool if it isn't always dark and shadowy.
Yes.
So kudos to the people who are still keeping the game alive by putting entries into the Team Liquid map contest. Can't wait to see the next round of them come out, but naturally we got no clue when that'll be. But the most recent contest is wrapped up, so at the very least there's still some work being done on those maps.
All right, guys.
All
I
right.
think we're
Are we
pretty
ready?
here. If you notice
Am
the
I
chat, I adjusted the volume. But if you notice the chat, the Matheson bot now can read the StarCraft client, so you can tell it can
Oh, so
sense
that's how it knew. I was trying to figure out whether there were words it was picking up on the stream.
No, it's watching the
War
game
Buddies
now.
rarely
so.
speaks during matches, yes, because he's the observer. But still, I mean, he knows more about the game than I do.
I like the poem he wrote about me. War bunnies, bounces, screeching and explosive cherry blossom.
You ought to print that out. You ought to hang that on the refrigerator.
Yeah, do a print screen.
I'm sure
print
Bridget would
screen
love
that sucker.
Yes.
Hey, Bunnies, I'm curious. Does your wife Bridget, does she have a screen name that you refer to her as, even though she doesn't play anything?
No.
My wife goes by Diamondback.
By what?
Diamondback, snake.
Oh, she used to be Lady K.
Yeah, she used to be, but then she watched Kill Bill again and decided Diamondback sounded really cool.
Okay.
Just
all right, guys.
Diamondback's also a campaign,
Hey, let's go.
All right. In the upper left, we have the Green Terran. He is
Haki.
And in the lower left, the purple Protoss up one map. He is named
LuckyLarry.
So Haki, he definitely was able to get a lot done with his harassment. Now, what he needs to do is take it home and be ready. One big thing is he wasn't prepared for that attack. I don't know if he missed it coming, or if he was just in the wrong position.
He actually lost that army that he lost. He lost it killing probes, not killing army. And so
That's true, actually.
Once you've traded your army for 2 mineral lines, that's great. But the only thing, so if you lost your entire army, and let's say Larry had lost his army doing that, it wouldn't be the time to go across the map. But
if one guy's got an army and the other guy's got worker lines, well, it's pretty obvious what the first guy's going to do with the army.
Right, but he had to, though. He couldn't sit back and build
exactly.
up.
There was no other option, so...
Right, but if you took that bad fight and he had his army was damaged down to nothing, then he has to try to turtle.
Right, it stands to reason that that his opponent was probably going to go up for everything there.
He changed his build. He changed his build order up. He went 2 gate. See, you got to build something. Build him. Oh, he doesn't have the money. Okay.
Yeah, well, he's turning them into warp gates now, or he's researching warp gates. Sorry.
Right. His pylon was late.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's one of the things. Everyone makes some mistake. Right.
But the Reaper is going to be... Oh, you got to build something. You got to chrono it.
Yep, indeed.
You built 2 gateways, but you...
Right.
Yeah. Don't fight with the worker line. Just ignore it.
Yeah, you just... Drive it away a little bit, but keep moving them back. Not only are those probes not going to catch it, but they're not mining while they're chasing.
Yes.
All right, there we go. This Reaper is going to be an annoyance no matter what. Ooh, goes for the surround, huh?
Just let it go. Let it go. Just get back to work.
Can't hold it back anymore.
Get back. There you go. Get back to work. Excellent.
All right, there you have it.
Yeah. So, guys
got
with
the
guns,
Robo,
3 racks. This is a 3 racks. This is just straight guys with guns.
Yeah.
Them.
Which is interesting because I think
second tech lab.
I think LuckyLarry is more prepared to just make sure that he doesn't have to put up with those mines as much.
So he built the Robo, but he's not building anything out of it.
Yeah,
but
no factory down yet.
Oh, it's stim and combat shields at the same time.
Oh yeah. So I would guess that he is going to be hitting early and hitting really hard. No harassment this time. He's probably going to be just charging right in with guys with shields and syringes.
Yeah, I'd like to see a hallucination because this is important to see.
Yeah, he needs to know what he's up against, and right now...
Yeah. The map is dark and filled with Terrans. He also has to...
Yeah, he's
got to get charged, basically. He's got to start it right now.
Right. Oh, I mean... Templar Archive is nice, but it's going to be quite a while before he can cast Storm. Got to finish warping that in, then finish researching it.
Yeah.
I think we are almost ready for the move out. He's going to try. He's going to go for a time.
Is he going to see it? He saw it. Does he see it?
Well, he saw things moving at the very least.
Oh yeah, he sees it. He knows it's coming.
Right. So if I were him, I would cancel a few things. Just start
build
warping
some
stuff
shield
in.
batteries up front. You need the shield. You saw it coming. You see it coming. You know it's coming. Get your shield batteries. Shield batteries.
They're marching for war. And there goes that hallucination. But, you know, what he's going to see is that there's not going to be a lot more time to decide what to do about this.
I like this pull.
He's going to retreat, pull in his army and his workers up to the high ground. That's the best he can do at the moment.
Force field! Force field!
Yeah, I think he forgot. I think he forgot that was an option. Instead, just kind of clogging the drain with the probes.
Larry's probes are not long for this world.
No, I don't think.
And this is
I
fine.
don't think he's as
held.
protective about them as some people. But yes, he is held. He's going to decide whether yeah, exactly. If he can finish these guys off, go for it. Only two of those troopers go back to tell the tale, but there were others who were on the way and just turned around before they reached the destination.
Yeah.
So how are we doing? Of course, LuckyLarry, yeah, he's down. It's not like the first game where the count was pretty even. He is down 10 workers right now. He is chronoing them out.
Army supply is basically even.
Yep, and researching Storm, and against his opponent's army,
he doesn't have a shield
Marine
battery.
Marauder without any medevac support.
He saw
Storm's
this
pretty
moving out
nice.
again. He saw it moving out. He knows it's there.
I would definitely like to see a shield battery here, and plus his Templar. I mean, he's I guess he's got one that isn't being changed into an Archon, but oh, there we go. I mean, the DPS is just so strong from the Marine Marauders. The thing is,
he's only on 2 gates. I'd like also. He could be building an Immortal.
Every 10 seconds or so, he's got to decide whether or not to trade DPS for self-damage. And as Bully says, single battery would have done so much, but now he doesn't even have the pylon there to make it.
Why are you loading up? That's dangerous. You could just walk.
True. Yeah, and he thinks better of it, decides just to do some more damage on the low ground. Which thinks
his
with
medevacs,
no blink.
he could kill the feedback. Those are in feedbacky range. You could feedback those.
Yeah, they're pretty low on energy now, though.
They are now because they're eating up the stems.
Yeah, exactly. He gradually, his opponent, managed to build up some tech. Okay, so now they're both 2 base, but Haki still well ahead with workers and army actually.
Yeah. Where are you going? Okay.
He's not going to be able to chase him very well without blink.
No, now he could just walk into
he's
the main
fly
base.
blocked right now.
That's actually pretty smart.
Yeah, that was one of the tools he had at his disposal, and he used it. See if he can intercept these. He wants to lure them in.
Yeah.
Oh, feel the electricity.
Yeah? I like that he expanded.
On the other
behind
hand,
this.
it's 109 supply to 57, so...
Yeah.
I mean, that was a nice hit. But once again, we're seeing LuckyLarry on the back foot.
Yep, but... No, never mind. If he does this double
I was
drop...
wondering.
I was gonna say, no, if LuckyLarry gets a minute just to stabilize, I think he'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But Haki is dropping, and he'll drop right into this building third, and that was his. That was the butt. If he just kept focusing on this, he might be able to handle it. But no, the Terran's gonna pull way ahead now. He doesn't have laser drafts.
He's got like 3 times. Haki has like 3 times the army supply at this point, and yeah, he's got Storm, but you can run out of those kind of quickly. All right, warping in, but that's a slow warp in there. A pylon a little bit too far from the Nexus. Otherwise, he might have been able to snipe it.
Yeah.
Ooh, this might be the big day of these 2 stalkers. Oh, and the mines again. The mines
Mine
and the lines
shouldn't get
now.
anything off. Okay, get back to work. You gotta send your workers back.
This is good. I mean,
Storm.
Oh no!
Or just die. Oh, he got the storm off.
Okay. I mean,
Better than a stick.
you're
in
gonna
the
do
eye.
something with your dying breath. Better than be a storm than a scream, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Hey.
Blink
I
would have
mean,
helped, but
Larry has closed the distance at least a little bit.
The
Definitely
difference
gotta
is he doesn't have any.
gotta move
he's
some of
relying
the
on
workers.
Storm, and Storm's really inconsistent.
Right.
He needs to rely on laser drafts, and he doesn't have any. He doesn't
Right.
even have.
A lot less attention you have to give to Colossus. And also,
Yeah.
Haki does not seem to like making much in the way of Vikings or Liberators.
He's
Oh,
got
well,
Lip
okay.
here.
I said he does. Yeah, he's got one. Still.
Two.
Two? Okay. All right, there it
You
is.
gaslight me the whole time.
Vespin gaslight you, man. No, Terrazine gas you.
This is the end, though. There's not that Protoss army does not beat that Terran army. Not unless the mines decide to. We're
As long as
we're-
he. Right. Unless the friendly fire is really intense, but he's going to take a lot of damage just even trying to
He
get
can
into
just
range.
bathe in those storms. It doesn't matter. It's not enough.
Ooh, well,
I
he
mean, he is
separates his
doing
army
it.
a bit. LuckyLarry has a way of finding ways to hit when it counts, but still, he's got so much catching up to do, no matter what. And okay, those probes just out of the frying pan into the fire, maybe.
Yep.
They escaped from the mineral line. Yeah, we got GG.
Well, it's a good
Escaped from the
series.
mineral line and then kind of stayed put for the workers. And there's only so much you could have done even if those probes survived. I do like Haki's video clip there. Glasses can be intimidating. You just gotta wear them right. Alright, both of them taking that in. LuckyLarry catching his breath a bit. We got the score tied up, and pressure can be real there.
Madison's like a drunk poet.
Is there any other kind? Ooh, boom! I apologize to all the literary
Take that!
Alright, Bunnies, you gotta cue in again.
I'm trying to read as much of Madison as I can.
Hey, those posts will still be there. You just have to scroll up.
I know, but
Oh, he's saying hi to Greenpire. Very nice.
is Greenpire in chat?
Oh yeah, he is, and so is Lighthood. So this is the only actual FSL season match we're going to be doing tonight. But after this, we plan to keep it going with the show matches. So anyone in chat who feels like joining us,
Wait, all
some of
three?
these we're going to be doing some.
All three
we're gonna
got
be-
canceled?
No, 2 of the 3.
Oh.
One of them actually ended up getting bumped forward, and we did it on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, first show match, we're going to be kind of having people set rules themselves. Some of the others, we might be doing some game modes.
Wait, set rules ourselves? Like...
No, I mean, it's going to be Little Reaper versus Dark Menace. Little Reaper has elected to do it off race. Dark Menace has elected to allow Little Reaper to choose one unit each map that Dark Menace cannot build.
You gotta go workers. Little Reaper needs to go workers. Is that
you are
allowed?
next level. All right. In the upper left, we have the Green Terran tying it up. He is
Haki.
Terran OP.
And in the lower right, the purple Protoss he is
LuckyLarry.
Larry, looking for love in several wrong places. Okay, so here we start.
One thing I'm curious about with the LuckyLarry's setup is against Terran, he doesn't wall off the Reaper jump spot, which I don't like to do because I feel like the tanks later on just kill all those buildings for free.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not good
Or
enough
even a
to defend
drop.
it. Yeah, but he doesn't wall off any of the spaces.
Right.
So that the Reaper can just run around.
Right, I mean, the way he's doing it, the first Stalker Adapt ends up spawning right by the mineral lines. There's some benefit, but I think there's other spots that end up being a little bit more beneficial, both against the initial Reaper Scout and in the long run. And by the way, Gree Empire says he wishes you were his dad.
Are you sure he's not talking to the AI bot? Because we all wish
Of
that
course
Madison
he
was
is,
our
and its
dad.
response is War Bunnies, a respected figure in the StarCraft 2 community, brings wisdom and guidance, like a father. So no, Gree Empire is very much seeing what the AI is going to do with this.
Okay. Well, you don't get
No,
this type of
we
entertainment just
gotta do a
anywhere.
nice little bit, with no, I am your father. No, that's not true. That's impossible. Anyway, enough. Empire
You gotta,
Strikes
you gotta.
Back.
Okay, he's.
Yeah,
So
he's.
Larry's got a lot done every time with the Reaper. Not Larry, Haki. But Larry is chrono boosting, and I think because he took a little detour, I think it should pop out just in time.
Yeah, and that Stalker, as we said, is going to be right there as long as he A moves before it, and he does. He's very quick on the draw there. Oh, the probe turned around.
Yeah, no, the
Probably would
probe
have
turned
caught it
around
anyway.
correctly because it thought it was going to die, but Larry's Stalker didn't continue on.
All right. Got the unbuildable bricks getting knocked down there, but also got the Reaper just hanging out. All right, so looks like it's gonna be another Widowmine drop.
It's worked. Hey, shoot him! No, stop shooting the bricks.
Yeah, that
Stop
was what I
shooting the
was going to
bricks!
mention. If it's shooting bricks, it's not going to automatically attack anything else. I've done that before. Then again, there have also been times where I've accidentally A-clicked the bricks when I meant to A-move. So,
yeah,
I don't know. Those bricks are gonna, those unbuildables are gonna get you one way or another. Ooh, tap tap on the shoulder here. Can he? No, can't quite reach it, huh? Oh, but waiting. All right, come on. Oh.
So we have a 1/1/1 from our Terran hero.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got
a Robo-Bait already.
Yes,
so I'm assuming he's going to be hitting the Colossus as early as possible.
Which is way betterer.
Right. I think works pretty well against almost everything we've seen from Haki so far.
Yes. I would see. He sees it coming. He sees it coming. He saw it. He didn't see it. He saw it, but he didn't. Oh, maybe he did because he's got the stalkers.
Maybe,
positioned.
at the very least, he knows this is something that Haki likes to do.
But he didn't bring the. Oh,
The
there's
observer?
no Yeah, these aren't permo cloaked.
No armory.
Yeah, no armory.
Right. So they will reveal themselves the first time they launch one of those missiles.
Now, what is their shot called? Everything in that Reaper got in just to distract.
Oh, yeah.
Citizens arrest! You shoot it! Shoot!
Will they? Will they?
Yes, they will. Okay.
Ow.
He saw it.
And I mean, we've gone through this a few times.
Shoot!
Once again, 14 workers going down. Oh. And it escapes to commit more sins.
He saw it coming too. That's one of the things that I really minds can be super annoying about is that he saw it, he was there, and then what?
Yeah.
You see those stalkers? You see them? You can't go into that, or can you? No, the answer is no.
All right. For trivia buffs out there, their
Was
ability
that an
is
F2?
called.
That was an F2, right?
Might have been. But the Widowmine special ability is called the Sentinel Missile.
Oh. See, that makes.
And I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that out loud, so...
I don't think so either. He sees this army moving out, but... I mean, he doesn't have enough right now. I'd like to see a couple warpins.
Yeah. Once again, no battery or other defenses there. He's done a nice job of taking advantage of high ground, but that's been at the expense of leaving expansions behind. And here
Is he gonna pull all the probes again? Yeah, go get them! Go get them! Get them!
That's right. Haki does tend to leave the tanks undefended when pushing ahead with the infantry. Not at the moment, though.
Just go get them. Crush this army. You just A-move it. What are you doing? What are you dilly-dallying about? You have 2 Colossus and 4...
10 workers, so... And a lot like Game 1, Haki still isn't really even that much further ahead with workers. Got a 5-worker lead, but that is interesting.
Over there, one stalker could kill all of these dudes.
Yep, just has to sneeze at them. Honestly,
Yes.
the depth would be fun there.
You can warp in over there, Larry. You don't have to give it up. He's going to, though. He has warp-ins ready to go. Oh, he's going to bring him over here.
Zealots? Okay.
The Colossus could have just walked down there and saved it.
That's true. He could have actually even attacked from high ground.
He still has enough. He could just crush this army. But this reinforcements are going to be devastating.
Matheson and Bulmyoja are exchanging hellos yet again.
Oh, come on. Oh, the Terran is going to win.
You know what I think about with these AI bots? When they start actually commenting on what's said in the chat and what's happening in game, it's like the DJ 5000. Well, oh, there's the battery. Well,
it doesn't
hot
matter.
dog, we have a
He's contained now. He had the ability to go out, but not anymore.
Right, and there's yet another tank being added to the mix. And of course, Haki is taking advantage of this time to take his 3rd.
Larry, you're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. Oh,
Ooh. You
Larry.
you put 1 toe forward, those siege tanks blow it off.
Oh,
and here we go. Taking this battle to an additional front with the Marine and Marauder drop. But no, the...
Oh, that's game right there. That one pylon's game.
Oh, man, you don't get more Artosis than that.
No,
I mean, there is one gateway that's still powered, but...
Yeah, get nerd. Is he attacking his own buildings? He is.
Unknown.
He was. The probes was attacking the...
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
It doesn't matter, though. This game's over.
No, also doesn't matter because, probe DPS. Yeah, he just doesn't have an answer for this.
No. Well, I mean, he could YOLO yeet.
Could.
Yeah,
and at some point, it's going to be that or just... Yeah, it's like, alright, Blaze of Glory or slow, painful, agonizing death.
I mean, he has a lot of money, so...
All but one of the gateways are powered again.
Yeah, he should probably power that gateway.
I don't know. Right now, I'd use that...
When the rest of his army gets here, there's...
Yeah, this is 93 army supply to 54 right now.
Yeah, but the rest of it's walking across the map. When it gets here, it is donezo.
If he was taking half of it down at a time, that'd be different than taking it all at once. And in just a moment, that's what it's going to be. Those siege tanks just keep driving him back.
Yeah, but the guys with guns are here. Oh, and now the
army is all together. We got the liberation zones. We got the stems. We got the power. We got the ability.
Grab everything F2. Go kill what you can and see what you do. Grab the probes too.
He had the wind between his eyes. I'm not familiar with that phrase, but I like it.
Okay, yeah. Larry, you got to do something that isn't just stand there.
Come on, Larry. You can do it. We believe in you, Larry.
And backstabbing would be fine at this point.
Yeah. Something, but right now it's just waiting until the tide gets too strong.
Tide is too strong. There we go.
Yeah. We got the GG.
Oh, I had such high hopes for this.
Well, guys, that
All
was
right.
something.
Three competitive matches definitely saw the momentum shift big time.
Yeah.
That was exhausting.
It looked like it. Larry, you were able to turn the tide in the first match. Not as much in the next two, but man, Haki, your Widow Mines, those things paid for themselves and then some.
Yeah, I was just building the same from game 1, cause
Right.
I thought he will change his build. He will adjust for my 3 rocks on the second game. That's why
Yep.
I made the build again on game 1.
Yep. And that's the thing. You're doing multiple matches against the same person. The psychology comes in. Are they going to be expecting the same thing, or are they going to expect something different?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's the same, but I'll try my best to give more exciting battles and do my best in the upcoming games.
Larry, Widow Mines. Widow Mines hurts.
That's
That's
Protoss had
always rough.
PTSD from him.
Yeah.
Indeed. One big thing, you were able to recover as many workers as you lost in game 1 and game 3. You still weren't that far behind in workers. The big thing was that there weren't really any defenses, and that final game you did put some batteries down eventually, but we would have loved to see just maybe one shield battery at the top of your natural ramp, just to give you that extra defense.
Yeah.
Just let everything hold on a little bit more, because a lot of the time you had the damage.
Hey, Larry, in the chat, one of the guys in our group, Bulmoja, he's a GM or just below GM Protoss, and he
Occasional
said,
GM.
yeah, occasional GM. He's offering some advice, coaching if you'd like, because he thinks you were right on the right path, all 3 games, and
Mhm.
it's just a couple Protoss mistakes that really held you back. The third game,
Mhm.
if you would have pounced when he sent his army up to kill your third base, if you would have F2'd and just gone after those tanks, I know they're scary, you would have crushed them, and you could have done the same thing that you did in the first game, where he kind of got his licks in, but you can come back.
Yeah, I
But
was kind of worried that he had Widow Mines kind of guarding that area. I wouldn't think that as a guy as 3300 would leave tanks undefended, and with the Widow Mines constantly dropping, I thought that there was surely a minefield. I'm like, okay, so I go through the minefield, I get hit with splash from the tank and the mines, I lose my army.
Yep, but it's easy to see now that that's your thought. I understand that makes sense on what you were doing. He didn't have
Yeah.
them, and from the observer, it's like, oh, now's his chance to break out. He's got it, and then you let him get that contain up, and that's the worst feeling as a Protoss. That I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
get
don't know if
slowly
you guys were
sieged.
watching my camera, but I'm like, I'm tilted. I was
Yeah.
tilted.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh come on, bro, no, nerf
The
tanks, get him
second
out of
game
here.
we could see some of that, but yes, when
Yeah.
when Terran sieges, they siege hard. And
Yeah.
the option is to go all out with it, or just get a warp prism or something to somewhere else. That's
Yeah.
one of the things. You can't let yourself get contained. Easier said than done, though.
Yeah.
I played a lot of Protoss. As
And
against it.
Widow Mine's OP.
Exactly, bro. Get him out of here.
But Haki, your multitasking was pretty good at this level. You kept him busy, and you kept him looking left and right, and that's why those Widow Mines were so successful. Is because he wasn't fully looking at them every time, and that was really well done. I'd like to. It's not just Larry lost to Widow Mines. As Haki actually played pretty intelligently where he dropped them and when he dropped them. So
Yeah, I want to comment on that, Haki. You
Yeah.
had me so frustrated. I'm like, how is this man doing everything at once?
And
I'm
the
like,
thing is, he wasn't
maybe I
doing
think
everything at once. He wasn't in I think all 3 of those games. He was really not as ahead in workers as you might think he was. But, and yeah,
Well,
one other thing, oh, go ahead.
hey, Haki, you were saying something. Why don't you tell us what you were trying to say?
Yeah, I think I just watch a lot of Beyond plays. That's
Hmm.
it's just a joke.
You gotta love Beyond.
Beyond.
Your Reaper was quite beyond-esque. Was it the first game or second game where he got 4 probes
I think
and
it's
got
the
out?
third game. I think it's the third game.
Yep.
I just use it as a decoy on the third game, and then
Hmm.
I put my mind drops.
Yeah, we did notice you were doing quite a bit of trying to pull your opponent from one place before you attacked there.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause from the game one, I think I had a hard time playing late game. That's why I need to finish it quick. So that's why I still stick to the Widow mind drops and go for his workers.
Yeah, we were noticing you don't seem too big on Vikings or Ghosts, and that's fine because
I
if
think
you're if
I thought I just think I can overpowered him with the army, but he's good
if
though.
if you know what works for you, don't hold out until you're forced into something that doesn't.
Yeah, I think
That's part of it.
in the first game, I am anticipating his third. I need to my mission was I need to deny deny his third for him to not that expand quick. But he's good though. I didn't notice his expansion at all. That's my error because I focus on battling on microwing. That's why I think I didn't saw his expansion in the first game.
All right, and as just to the chat, as KJ is saying, uh, we got a little bit of time before the first planned show match. So, is anyone interested? This is both anyone in the Discord and in the Twitch chat, or anyone who we're interviewing right now. We'd be happy to host some other types of matches right now.
I'm down.
All right.
I have a 9 o'clock appointment.
Yep.
I'm not.
Yeah, that's fine. Where are you playing from? Is it
I'm from Philippines, sir.
Philippines? That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, it's really interesting because Wednesday we had a player from Algeria, so we've got a good stretch of the world down now as far as time zones go. All right. So GG.
Sir, can I have a shout out because my friends are watching?
I will not prevent you from shouting out people. Go for it.
Thank you. I just want to shout out my friends and my girlfriend watching. My girlfriend Aliana and my friends Joe and Japet, Christian and Rick, Martin and Christian. That's and my brother also, Senos. Thank you.
Okay, that's wonderful. My wife doesn't watch multiplayer. She only watches while I play campaigns. So, but it's all good. I love that StarCraft is something you can share. And it really can be. All right. We are going to be taking a little break while we decide what we want to do with the next match and
Haki, it was a pleasure
creative
playing
we want to
against you.
get.
It was a pleasure also, bro. Nice game.
Good game, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay. I have to step away for a second. So,
All right.
how many minutes, Hyper Turtle?
Let's say 5. I've got Lighthood messaging me too, so we will see what we come up with.
All right, that was pretty funny there with the romantic partner banter there on chat. But it looks like we have Lighthood interested. LuckyLarry's interested in the show match. We just got to make the teams fair.
You remember Storm Cup over in Philadelphia? Bunch of us were just hanging out with Starkiller's girlfriend who knew nothing about the game, and we were sitting there getting her up to speed on the Pizza Pie Weekly legends that surrounded him.
Oh, that's right. He used to win all of those.
And they used to talk about it every week on the Pylon show, and fun part of that was it was a while before he even knew that anyone was aware that he kept winning those.
Yeah, it was mentioned in the pylon show for sure. So these guys that are interested, hop on Discord, hop on the video cam, and we'll set it up, guys.
All right, sounds good.
All right, so what do you think the team should be? So we have LuckyLarry, we got Lighthood. I think Green Empire might want to play. Green Empire. I keep saying Green Empire, but it's Greepire.
Actually, his name originally was Gree Empire. It was in Spore. Remember that game where you created your own creatures?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, Lighthood is interested.
Let's go message. I think Frieden is around. Maybe he'll play too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hang tight, guys. While we're waiting, we're gonna play. We'll be back for a show match while we set this up. In the meantime, we'll play some ads or videos.
What's up, guys?
we'll be back.
We're gonna talk to the FSL people here. Who's playing?
Hello, my name is Little Reaper, and I play Protoss, and I've gotten Platinum 1.
Nice.
Hey, I'm Chien Pone. I play Protoss, and I am Gold 3. Well, I've achieved Gold 3.
Nice.
Hey, what's up?
Tell me your name, game name, your ranking, what race you play.
I'm Dominic. I'm Deepu. I play everything, and I'm Plat 1, I think. Yeah.
Nice.
Hello, I'm Ethan. I go by ET. I play Terran. I'm like Silver 2. So
Nice. Menace, Zerg, Diamond 1. Right.
Hyper Turtle, Platinum Random.
Nice. Tell me your game name, your race, and what level are you?
War Bunnies. I'm a Protoss and low Diamond.
Nice.
I am Fenrir. I am a Silver 1 player. I don't know my MMR. I'm a Terran.
Nice. So tell me your name.
Instability.
And, yeah, what race you play and your ranking.
I'm in Diamond 2 with Protoss, but tonight I'll probably be playing Silver 2.
Beautiful.
Hey, I'm Trifel. I play random and I'm high diamond.
Nice. And
I'm Chien Pone.
oh yeah, we saw you already. There you go. And this is ET's gonna be casting.
Howdy.
All right. And that guy is Caliber. He'll be playing later too. And that's our FSL group. We'll see you guys in a bit.
Alex, I just heard that. I think it's your dad, right? Yes. Yeah. He just mentioned that apparently you like watching my videos. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Instability, Stu Blue, and Neutrophil. Good luck in the FSL. Protoss Power.
Hello, Meadow. Thank you for being my fan. I hope you can keep cheer for me and have a nice day with StarCraft.
For you, Meadow.
Hello, Meta. Keep playing StarCraft 2. Hope you enjoy the game.
Hey, Dark man, keep playing Turk. It's fun, and hopefully you'll get some good results. I'm cheering for you.
Sarah, what have you done?
Kerrigan, the die you cast. This is the last day. Your swarm darkens the sky of any planet.
Forget Minsk. Forget all of it. turn to my people and accept their judgment.
Command, we've found Kerrigan. She's holed up in a Zerg base.
I made my peace long ago.
Consider it done. For ire. Indeed.
Alrighty, let's bring in the casters again. Okay, Hyper Turtle.
Hello.
And we got LuckyLarry back in here. And
we
I
have Lucky
believe
Larry
we have
and we have our friend Cyan.
Cyan's gonna be playing. Okay, we just need them on camera. So whoever's playing, get on there and we'll get this set up. I believe Revenant Rage was available for another match, but yeah, I think he's interested in playing the show match too. So let's get them all in here.
Get over here.
We had Bill Mulja play in one of the last show matches, so we'll have. If
He's
he
having
plays,
a lot of trouble with his activity.
Oh, got it. Yeah, he was OP
It's
anyway
taken
last
him.
game.
Oh, he's yeah, he's a monster. Unless he's on your side, in which case he's a guardian angel. Just love some of the streams that he's kind of hopped in on. He does a lot of moderating.
Nice.
But yeah, here and there he'll join into a team's match. We had a really great one with Rifkin back in the day when Rifkin was doing a charity for Minneapolis around where we live. And we did a bunch of laddering together.
Got it. All right, we got War Bunny's back.
Although muted. Bunnies don't say much, dude. So, I've got some different options here. Lighthood isn't quite ready. So what do we got? Like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 players.
Okay, I'm adding Revenant Rage now to the screen. I think he's on Discord already.
Yes.
Yep, I'm here.
All right. So we just need Cyan.
So, yeah, I've been studying up on my English. And I've finally, I've been searching for the word for a while, but alliteration, that's when you have, multiple words in a row that start with the same letter. So we got the R and the L represented here. And,
Okay, so welcome, Cyan.
Goes by... Oh, yep. Hey, Cyan.
Hey.
Yeah, he's coming by a little bit quietly. Do I have...
Muted.
Yep,
That's
now
why you guys can't
now
hear
we can
me.
hear you. Exactly.
What game
No,
mode did we decide that we're doing?
We haven't decided yet. I think we're
Oh.
seeing if we can get one more player in. Let's see,
A couple of them are trying, but they can't make it through the small indie company's platform here.
Uh-huh. They never called themselves that, although they were at one point. Back when they were, what was it called? Silicon and Synapse.
They were a small indie company then.
They didn't even publish their own games back then. That was when they were doing ports of other people's games for different systems. Then Lost Vikings, Rock and Roll Racing, Blackthorn, some of that stuff. But yeah, then they grew, and they grew, and then they World of Warcrafted, which is beyond growth. But no, what I think would be really fun, I would love to do like a maybe a 2v2 match, but set it to Wings of Liberty expansion.
Ooh.
Alright, Lighthood will be on in a minute.
Yep, it's gonna be up. It's gonna be up to the players whether they're willing to make that adjustment for the sake of our entertainment.
I mean, that's why we're here, right?
Right. You know, that's why we watch streams, so that we can watch other people experience the strain that is StarCraft without experiencing ourselves.
I mean, there's a couple of Protoss players here, and they should be happy with the Wings playing under Wings of Liberty.
I don't know about that. I've seen people. I've seen Protoss try to go back.
Better.
I don't know.
That's where the
if I'm not
Colossus
mistaken,
really
you're
took
not
off.
going to have to deal with lurkers. You're
Yeah.
not going to have to deal with a lot of the Terran stuff.
Plus,
Yep.
we'll have Mothership Core.
And yeah, this is no mothership core in Wings of Liberty, just in Heart of the Swarm. Although we
get
can
infested
go with
Terran
that if
again?
we want to. Yep.
Yes. I
Now
love
we're
infested
talking.
Terran.
Now we're talking. And secret
There we go.
missiles and point defense drones.
So I have a question: do you get the mothership with the cool abilities, or did they nerf those before the end of Wing? I mean, they nerfed them before
you
the
get
end of
Vortex.
Wing.
You get Vortex.
Oh.
Archon toilet.
Archon
There you
toilet
go.
people.
Yeah.
So we're waiting for Lighthood to get ready. Once he is, we're gonna move him here. But yes, also for you Terrans out there, you gotta research siege mode.
Yes, you do.
But you also have the Reapers that get all this bonus damage against buildings. So forget sniping workers, man.
Yeah, 3-Rax Reaper hit hard back then.
Back in the day.
You also
you do this kind of deal. It's going to be like the final patch they kept for the ladder back when you could choose between expansions for which expansion you played on ladder.
So it is the nerfed Archon toilet then. It's still
A
available,
little bit, yeah.
but it's not
Right.
when it really hit.
Also, you know, after they added the range upgrade for Phoenixes being available, and I believe they had, I might be wrong, but I think they made some changes to infestors as far as like whether infested Terrans benefited from evolution chamber upgrades and how long it took for a fungal growth to take effect.
Here, I'm gonna mute.
I could be
real
wrong
quick.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, here
that was
we
a
go.
long time ago.
And here's Lighthood.
Woo!
So Lighthood, you've been following this, and by the way, all of you for those of you who were watching the stream, I'd assume you're not right now. So Lighthood, welcome.
Thank you. Just let me set up my camera.
Yeah. Yeah, so while we're listening, what we're proposing is that we're going to play this under the Wings of Liberty expansion. Kind of
nice.
where things left off around 2012, maybe early 2013.
Now,
Is
how,
that
how do
when
we
they
load
bought
that, guys? How do we load the game for that?
Well, you want to go to custom games.
Oh, I see.
And then, yeah, switch from Legacy of the Void to Wings of Liberty, switch from ladder maps to Blizzard
Oh, yeah,
maps.
yeah. Okay, never done that before. That's awesome. Okay, we'll set it
You
up.
would be amazed at the features here.
It's gonna be a 2v2, it looks like, right?
Mm-hmm. 2v2 indeed. And let me pick one from the 2v2 ladder, and not just a free-for-all map.
Yeah, pick one that's fair.
Well, this is Wings of Liberty. These were all awful.
That's fair.
So the fairness might just come down to how quickly people catch on to which changes were involved.
The workers
my camera
are
is
going to be
ready.
the biggest one.
Yes, you're only going to be starting with 6 workers. However, the minerals and gas are going to last longer before they get mined out.
All right, welcome to camera, Lighthood.
Hello.
So, yep. welcome back. Thanks for helping us fill time.
It's okay.
Whether
I'm
there's
here
competition
anytime.
or not, we want to keep things interesting.
Yeah, you guys need to
Okay.
be on the channel so we can add you on the game. And tell me what game it is, what map, Hyper Turtle.
Let's do Twilight Fortress.
Let me
Lighthead,
hop
what
on
time is it
Starcraft
over there?
first. It's 1:30 a.m. So.
In other words,
Gamer
I think
time.
I should sleep.
Let's go.
Exactly.
Twilight
I think I should
Fortress, huh?
sleep.
I don't see that
Yes,
on the
Twilight
Blizzard
Fortress.
maps for Wings
No.
of Liberty.
Wings of Blizzard Blizzard map. Oh, here, let me check.
Oh, Sky
Come on,
Twilight
internet,
Fortress
It would
shows
be
up.
it would be under number 4.
Number
The 4 player.
The 4-player. So I see a bunch of them pop up for Twilight Fortress. Let me
Right.
do
You
that
gotta
again.
switch from ladder maps to Blizzard maps.
Yep. Okay, hold
So
on.
this is one of the very early maps.
Yeah.
Honestly, one of the ones that looks a little bit more like the later team maps.
Alright. It says here rebalance. I think that one's pretty decent, right?
Hmm?
You want to do that one? Twilight Fortress rebalance? That's what it says?
Is that a Blizzard map?
Yeah, it looks like it.
I was just doing the basic.
Just do it. Let's
Just
go.
do
Okay.
it. Alright. Okay, we're going to create it now. I need you guys all to be on the channel so we can invite you.
Come on, but Buttonnet didn't open up, so I'm waiting for it.
Oh, okay. Got it. He's having that problem. Now, for Africa, is it West, US West, the best for you? Or US East? East?
East.
Okay. All right, well, then we're good.
Africa
Okay,
is
East.
eastward.
East is better.
Yeah, well, I mean, granted, it all depends where you're standing.
Actually, it's not better. It's 160 ping, so
Okay. There
Yeah,
you go.
same. Anyways,
That's Europe. Yep.
Closest we can manage if we're on the U.S. servers.
All
Or
right,
the NA
invite
servers, I mean.
invite sent out there.
All right. Invite me too. But the wonderful thing about the Earth, depending who you ask, is it's a globe. So if you go far enough in one direction, you're probably going to get to your destination eventually.
and you always find nice people. That's what matters.
Yeah, sure. We should have...
It's
All
not
right, who are we
opening.
missing?
people to invite.
I think
See, do we have... War Bunnies we're missing, and Cyan?
No, I
think.
clicked. I already
Okay.
clicked. I did the
Suggest.
click. But
Got it.
nothing is opening. That's weird. I think I need
And
to.
then-
Might want to restart your computer.
I don't know. I'll try to restart
know.
my Explorer first.
Okay.
Windows
I
Explorer.
remember doing that a lot for Brood War once Windows
Restart.
7 came out. Okay. Yep.
I don't have a bad PC. It's decent, but I don't know what's the problem now.
Well, sometimes
While
things
he's
just-
doing that, what would be the fair teams? Now check their levels.
Well, I mean, we definitely want Larry to be on an opposite side from Lighthood. So one of them's in a team with Cyan, and one of them's in a team with
really? I would think that Cyan and Larry would be the best versus
Lighthood and
Revenant.
Revenant Rage. Yeah,
That's
I
what
think
I
that
would
would work.
Suspect, but
And it's going to be
464.
hard to tell
Sure.
because they're going. When we watch them on webcam, we're going to be watching them scratch their heads a lot. Because there's going to be a lot of units missing here. There's going to be a lot of upgrades missing here. There's even going to be some stuff that they got rid of pretty shortly for this. So that's going to be the interesting part.
I don't even think I ever played Wings of Liberty. I think by the time I got started, it was already Heart of the Swarm.
I believe it.
Me too. I started in Legacy of the Void actually. So it's gonna be hot. Come on, StarCraft.
I gotta channel inner, 7-year-old me to try to remember Wings of Liberty.
I just typed in Wings of Liberty was a long, long time ago, and Matheson said nothing to that.
That time I was playing Brood War.
Okay, sure.
I played a lot of StarCraft 1, but not in pro level or
And
multiplayer,
I'm,
only
yeah,
single player.
actually, I'm kind of curious whether we could even,
Make some
whether we might
games.
even be able to get a Brood War match going at some point this evening.
I'll be
But
so bad on it.
that's the beauty. You know, everyone thinks, "Oh, I can't play Brood War. It's too hard." Yep. Wait, what? Here. No, this is the money map version. I don't think this is really what we want, KJ.
No problem. We'll redo
Let's
it. We have
just be
time anyway.
plain Twilight Princess. Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, I probably would have said, "Just go ahead."
Alright, guys,
But
get out
yeah,
of this one. Leave Blue
the Blizzard map, not the Commander Adrian one. Not that I have anything against Adrian.
Seoul, US.
But yeah, fun StarCraft League. In the past, it also stood for Family StarCraft Star League and fun. What was it? Friend Star League, Friendly Star League. Was it friend or friendly? Adverb or not?
No adverbs around here.
All right, you got yourself a deal, Minsk.
It's about damn time.
Yeah.
Alright, Hyper
I'm
Turtle,
in,
I'm gonna
I'm
make you
in.
leader. You're gonna have to make it.
Okay.
Because I cannot find
Sure.
it.
You can invite me if you want. I'm in.
Give that another try. Okay.
Nice.
And
It's like noise.
that as spectator.
Monsters, okay. Someone is
Okay,
monster.
so Bunny is who was Revenant Rage gonna team with? Lighthood?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. And then who else we got left? LuckyLarry teaming with Cyan. All right, so we are going to move everyone to separate chats.
Okay.
All right, so
Good luck for you, people.
Yep.
Good luck.
Welcome. You know, we're gonna party like it's 2010.
Welcome to Wings of Liberty.
Yeah, and everyone has an intro. This is gonna be cool.
Yeah. I would say Hyper Turtle. It's not like it's 2010. It's like 2012 or almost 13.
Hey,
'cause the
let me
patch
have
is-
this. Let me have
patch is
this.
Much later.
Let me
No,
have this.
You keep gaslighting me. Everything you
ruin
say.
everything. All
I
right.
try. Woo. I played a lot of games on this map, if I'm not mistaken. I like
It
the
looks
gold.
familiar.
You could sneak the gold out a lot. I guess people didn't know, and I think those
Oh,
are
the corner
destructible
golds,
rocks.
yeah.
They're destructible rocks to that ramp that leads
Oh
off the
yeah.
other way.
This was the Dustin Browder era. It was all about destructible rocks. All right. In the upper right, we have the red Protoss, known as
Revenant Rage.
and his teammate, the red Terran. He goes by and together, they are not teammates, so they don't have a team name. But, you know, we'll call them...
Larry, fix your Lighthood stuff. Lighthood, you gotta fix your stuff. There you go.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, in the lower left, we have the blue Terran, known as
LuckyLarry.
and his partner, the blue Protoss. He is called
Cyan.
All right, so there we go.
I don't know if you saw it
Protoss
during
Terran versus Protoss Terran. What?
but Lighthood accidentally sent his rally to one of his SCVs, so he had like 6 SCVs following the one
lining up,
SCV.
huh?
No, just following the other SCV. Like,
Yeah, that's what I mean, lining.
They're
Oh,
not
not bunching up. Okay,
bunching up,
okay,
yes.
Gaslight, whatever.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so back to the Wings of Liberty days. We started with 6 workers, which was still 2 more workers than you started with in Brood War, but it was a slow start, and usually pretty overly well rehearsed as far as the early portion of the game went, which meant that casters like us had to kill a lot of time by, let's say, saying that all the SCVs following just one of them was the same as them doing a conga line, which they are not. Right?
Yes.
And the other really big difference is that the minerals and the gas do not run out as quickly. Those were the big changes they made in Legacy of the Void.
Yeah.
I know I cut you off, so I thought you had something a lot more.
No. I was
interesting to
gonna.
add.
I was just looking at the build times, and Larry expanded very early, which used to not be the meta, but I always liked to do it. But you don't get your units out as quick.
I think you typically would make your barracks or your first barracks or gateway around 14 supply, and then that's when you'd add a gas build in and then expand. That was the typical, but of course, back in these days, and there's no Zerg in here, so we don't get to benefit from it. But there was such a thing as a 6 pool, not a 12 pool, a 6 pool.
Right.
Because you didn't have. You could. I mean, basically that. There was a variety of stuff. It was a little bit longer before you tucked up, but also you didn't start with as many workers that could try to surround and defend against basic units. Zelnaga watchtowers in the middle, high ground expansions there. And I'm very interested in how this Reaper is going to do, because it's going to operate very differently than a Legacy of the Void Reaper.
Not a single one.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably not gonna take down a...
They don't have the grenades.
They do not have the grenades, they do not automatically heal either, but they can still take down workers pretty nicely, and you saw that little bomb through the command center. Yeah, he's doing pretty well for himself, but...
Yeah, you used to have to really watch Reapers a lot more. Like, 'cause
Right.
6 Reapers would run in your base and they'd kill you.
They had a special, and you saw him use it once, but kind of a little grenade they could throw at buildings that did a bunch of bonus damage against them, and they would go down very quickly. Are we, Light Hood. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, he's a ways from the East Coast.
Oh.
Okay, we're still at it.
Yep.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Impact and Blink being researched in opposite ends.
I like the lack of Widow Mines, personally.
Yeah, I mean, there is something kind of nice about that. No Widow Mines, no Hellbats, no Mothership Core, although that's the same now.
No Adept.
No Adept, no Liberators.
Yeah.
No Tempests, no Oracles. So, as you can, you can take from that harassment's a little bit more limited. There's also a lot less of the sort of units that really depended heavily on micro. Both on, they depended on micro, and the person fighting them depended a lot more on micro too.
There was very little things that, like, having your balls just sit there, like, oh, I didn't shoot in time. Now they all died.
Right.
Now I have nothing attacking.
The corrosive biles. A lot more things in Legacy of the Void where you had a moment to react to it, to try to decide what to do.
Right.
And yep.
One of the things I like about it is you didn't have to...
I just want to say, siege mode has not been upgraded, has not been researched yet.
He's siege.
So I'm curious if there's going to be any head scratching involving that siege tank.
Larry's researching it.
Let's see. Production. Yes. Okay, there we go. Yeah, sorry. That was just a little bit low on my screen.
Killing me, Smalls, killing me. Immortals were also, I think, really, really good.
Immortals didn't have like a brief barrier. They had
Yeah.
something they could always do where anything that did more than 10 damage
Yes.
would only do 10 damage.
Right.
Very nice against siege tanks or other units that did a lot of damage but fired slowly. And also, because you didn't run out of resources quickly, you didn't have to expand as quickly either.
I don't get what this army's doing for Light Hood. He forgot. Now he definitely forgot siege. He's trying to siege his tank right now, and he can't figure out why it won't siege.
Exactly. It always sieged before.
Yes, Larry had it.
And he
right
might
on
not.
time.
He might not even realize that until he looks at his tech lab.
Yeah.
Trying to remember some of the other ones that used to require research. There were some
no
of them. There were
boost.
definitely a lot of research. There was no boost back then at all,
Right,
with or
that's what I'm
without
saying.
research. But there were a lot more upgrades that gave your spellcasters more starting energy.
I'm shocked that that neither team has tried to take the red gold bit, the sneaky gold. It was so good.
Yeah, well, we have red kind of taking advantage of the high ground in the middle of the map.
Yeah, they've got a beautiful observer from Revenant Rage, who's really
Yes,
punching
they
above his
do.
weight. He's really playing very well.
And
He's holding his
another
own.
thing you couldn't do, you could not siege observers or overseers in place. They
Right.
did add F2 retroactively to Wings of Liberty, and having the units start mining from the very beginning when the game started. But ooh, they got a pretty good concave, and of course the tanks
Yeah.
are not sieging. He is researching on siege. He did figure that out. He did say he played Brood War, where he had to do that research.
Yeah, so it shouldn't be. Oh,
It's
look
almost
at
done.
Revenant Rage taking the base up front.
Ooh.
That's an interesting choice. Eschewing the gold and going up to the we're
Right.
containing
I mean,
you.
it's a nice defensible position in a lot of cases, since there's no liberators in these days. But
Right, but you know what else?
Right.
Neither of the Protoss are going air.
no, they're not.
Did they not know that carriers are actually pretty good back then?
Were they? I thought no one figured out carriers until late part of the swarm.
No, they were
Ooh,
they weren't good
good drop
single
here.
player. They were terrible single
Oh,
player.
they were good in teams. I'll grant you that. Yes.
Yes. They just took too long to build, and their supply left you too vulnerable.
And
That
I'm-
drop is really getting home. That was
Yep.
a nice blink by Cyan. That was good control on his part.
Here's a fun little thing with carriers. Back then, they weren't set to autocast, manufacture, interceptor by
Right.
default. You had to actually right-click to get them to start doing that. And so you
That's
had
correct.
to do that with each carrier as it came out.
Right. But you just you just click carrier.
You got in the
carriers.
habit of it.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about things that some people who haven't played Wings of Liberty in a while might not, or never played it, might not realize.
Yeah. One thing we're never gonna see, but it was really cool, is what was it called for the Reapers? I'm gonna go check. It was called Nitro Packs. The Reapers had a speed upgrade.
Yep, yes they did. Yeah, there were a handful of things that just weren't getting used much, so they could replace them with other upgrades and abilities. Ooh, a little
Whoa!
oversaturated
LuckyLarry
there.
has 30. What, Larry? What are you doing?
Yeah.
You know he pulled his workers.
Yeah, I know.
And
Hasn't
he
pulled
never
them back yet.
Yeah, look at Cyan. That's so smart. That huge zealot run by.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, zealots have always been zealots. That's the thing.
LuckyLarry isn't responding to that drop in his base,
Yeah,
or
so
maybe he's just sending it.
Probably a good thing that he forgot to send the workers back. Big storm
Yeah.
there.
They're
Definitely,
gonna get this base. That was a beautiful
ooh,
storm.
yeah.
That was a really good storm.
I mean, the advantage of something this close is you can mine from it and have your army both defend there and be close to your enemies, but usually it's safer to keep them closer to home.
Larry's got to drop some hats. He has
Mhm.
energy. He can still do that. I would like to see them take. Again, I've played enough of this map, but the gold, and you could have snuck out and taken all the rest of the bases, because you really tunnel vision.
Now, as far as Wings of Liberty goes, Lucky Larry and Lifehood are in our code S, whereas Cyan is code A and Revenant Rage is code B. So,
But you know what? This has been really even gameplay.
Overall, yes. Although I'd say our red team is a little bit
it's on the
behind.
back.
Yeah.
Well,
there was a lot that that is interesting because they got a lot done with those drops. But yeah, here comes the big punch. A lot of zealots, stuff you don't really have to worry about much. And Immortals, that barrier does not activate when Zealots attack.
Right. So Zealots were the counter to Immortals back in the day. The game used to have a lot more counters. This is game.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna keep rolling in.
Yeah, but that was really back and forth. I really liked that.
Yep, from one side to the other.
And it also makes me really miss Wings of Liberty. I know of all the warts, I remember all the BS stuff that would happen too.
You know, the rose-colored glasses are real, but it also, of course, makes me think back to just trying out this stuff once I finally had a good enough video card. I'm kind of gradually learning about it.
GG.
GG, ladies and gentlemen.
That was really good, though.
The blue team is victorious.
All right, we can do one more. We have time for a little bit one more, unless this one more lasts an hour. So, asking for a rematch, or should we move people around?
Best of 3. I'm asking them.
Hey, that's a great idea. Switching it to HOTS this time. Yeah. All right, let's do it.
Okay, here, let me look up something.
Empire's having entirely too much fun with the Madison.
It's really reminding me of some of the some of those jokes about like in the early role-playing games where the NPC would say the same thing every time you talk to it.
Yeah.
Welcome to Viridian City. Welcome to Viridian City. Hello, welcome to Viridian. All right, so I think. Ooh. Yeah, I know what I want to do.
Now I almost want to give my hand at that. I wish there was still a Wings of Liberty ladder.
Yeah, they dropped the Wings of Liberty and Heart of the Swarm ladders once the game went free to play because it was already confusing enough. Which one I was just looking at? Oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
I hope the next game is as fun. I would say
This would be interesting because we are bringing back the Mothership Core. It lives.
Oh, we went to HOTS on this.
Yes. And then there's one person who hasn't queued in, but the way this works is hard to tell.
Yeah, I wonder who.
It's weird because the gameplay that changed the most is Zerg, and we don't have any Zergs in this.
Oh, Cyan took too long to accept remake of that.
Okay.
Cyan.
I do love how committed he is to his name, where he always goes for blue. And he's even got Stu Blue as his kid, So, we are going
are we playing 4v4?
No.
Oh, okay. Because That stomps him.
There'll be opportunities. Just you wait.
Oh, I was gonna be yellow. I think the teams were pretty fair the last time, though.
Okay. Who was Light? Was Lighthood with Cyan?
Lighthood's no. Lucky Larry, Cyan, Revenant Rage.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Lucky Larry is like 3,000. Cyan's like 28. Revenant, I think is 26, and Lighthood is 36.
Okay, we are ready to go. Now, the Mothership Core is interesting because, you know, if there were 2 skins that were put out for it, well, you know, 2 war chests that were put out while the Mothership Core was still around, and then the ones after that, I think there were 3 more, it'll just be the regular default skin, but while you're changing it into a Mothership, it ends up just kind of with a placeholder thing with some little pieces around it. Anyway.
Do you intend to do a 4v4 map?
Yes, this was a ladder map. Multiple spawns. So,
okay.
And this was not a 4v4 map. Anyway,
Really?
in the upper left, we have the blue Protoss. He is
Revenant Rage.
waiting on Lighthood a little. But yeah, this was never... I don't think this one was ever on the 4v4 ladder. This was just, you know, multiple corners that the 2 could spawn in. The blue Terran is...
Lighthood.
And in the upper right, we have the red Protoss. His name is...
Cyan.
And his partner, the red Terran, he is called...
Lucky Larry.
All right, so this is one of those
I remember
where
this
it's...
map now. It's actually just... This was just a dumb, poor map. I remember it now.
And let's see how dumb it is.
You couldn't beat Zerg on this map.
Well, lucky thing they don't have to, then.
Right, but
Yeah,
there's 2 ways into the base you could just stream in.
Yeah, you know, we have enough maps where people who aren't familiar with it... And why am I the only person on camera right now? Yeah, there's enough times where you're not familiar with the map and you end up walling off the wrong ramp. In this case, well, yes, you know, a lot of
There
times...
is no wrong ramp.
Well, I think what generally happened was one player walled off one ramp and the teammates walled off the other.
Yeah,
Or
but there's a wide ramp in the front for the minerals in the front, so you kind of both had to do it. And then the locust, the swarm host guys could just walk up the ramp over and over and over.
For the record, this is on the final patch of Heart of the Swarm, so the Ravens and the Swarm hosts abide by the changes they made that were planned for Legacy of the Void, but they just felt they had to put them out a little early because it was that bad. So the Swarm hosts do not have the whole thing where they can burrow and then just launch wave after wave after wave after wave of locusts. It's like and of course it doesn't matter because there's no Zerg in this match, but they work like they do in in Legacy of the Void, sorry. Except you have to research the whole thing where they fly initially. Otherwise, you drop them and they just kind of walk straight from the beginning.
I don't remember them flying in Heart of the Swarm.
They did, but you had to upgrade them. And there's a Mothership Core, everyone.
Did they always
love it or
fly?
hate it, and most people hated it. However, this isn't like in Legacy of the Void where they could overcharge a pylon. The only thing they can overcharge is a Nexus. And they also can do kind of a Scroll of Town.
Oh, look at that!
Everything. Yep.
Lucky Larry got
Yep.
Light
One
Hoods.
Reaper sniped the other.
Yeah.
But the Mothership Core has a recall that's like Scroll of Town Portal in Warcraft 3, where it and all the nearby units just get brought back to a Nexus. So that, as opposed to recall actually being built into the Nexus. So let's see here. Obviously, they both know which location they spawned in.
He did, Revenant Mage didn't build any stalkers.
Yeah, I guess not.
And he didn't build his own Mothership
Yeah,
Core.
I mean, the Mothership Core... Yeah, probably didn't even realize that was an option. The Mothership Core does not do a lot of damage, but then again,
It kills
probes... Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, probes, on the other hand, are not very tanky.
This might just end the game.
Oh, man. Yeah, this...
He built 2 more Zealots? Oh, those are the same Zealots, yeah. Yeah, the game ended right there.
So yeah, I mean, they're probably sitting there thinking, what is this thing?
Yeah.
And I think on top of that, they're
You
maybe
didn't remember that
overestimating
you
how
have
strong
to
it is,
build
too.
one right off the bat as
Right.
a Protoss.
And honestly,
Oh, he lost.
I think the blue team thought that Mothership Core was a bit more powerful than it was, too. You don't need a lot of anti-air to take it down.
You do need some, and Larry
some,
lost
yeah,
his
but,
entire mineral line to it, basically.
We're low on workers over on the blue side. That's for sure. So what else we got? We've got, and that was the other thing. Just like the Mothership Core, you could only have one of at a time. So you did a lot of replacing them.
Yeah, but
And then they
they're
would
not that
hang back
expensive, if
home.
I remember correctly.
No, they weren't that expensive.
100,
You only
yeah.
need a cybernetics core to make them. And you'd either have them with your army or you'd have them back home by your Nexus to defend drops. And I gotta say one thing. I miss Overcharge against Adepts, because there was a time where you didn't have to be ready to do a full wall off as Protoss at any point against another Protoss. If the Adepts got in, you just overcharge a pylon by your mineral line.
Yeah, you could also overcharge, and the overcharge, if I'm not mistaken, didn't let the Widow Mines burrow as easily. I don't remember having nearly as much trouble with Widow Mines when I could just overcharge.
It just did a lot of damage. It didn't slow down the burrowing, but
no, I'm saying like it killed
yeah.
them before they.
Oh
if
yeah.
You two-shotted them. So
It
unless
was
they
heavy.
burrowed instantaneously, they just were fine.
And in Legacy of the Void, I believe you had enough energy, you could overcharge more than one pylon even.
Yeah, you could definitely. You
All
could
right,
do. You could do the old bring your pylon forward, build 2 pylons, and then instead of cannon rush, pylon rush.
You could also even just kind of scout, or harassment with the Mothership Core wasn't too common, but at the very least you could scout around with it, and if it was in danger, just recall it home.
No.
So yeah, Mothership Core was.
You could kill Zerg units if the queens wandered
Yeah,
too
if
far
the
away.
anti-air, exactly, if the anti-air wasn't ready for it, because they're still flying units, and given enough time, a flying unit can kill
Larry,
anything
you could have
touched
killed.
attack.
Larry could have killed
Yeah,
most of
could have taken out. All right, this one you do not have to research siege, and by this point you also did not have to research transforming into hellbats, but you just had to have an armory available. All right, there we go, and yeah, I don't see an overcharge going down yet. Is it?
Yeah.
No.
I think he'll clean it up without it.
Yeah, true. But yeah.
But Larry in the front, they're actually doing good damage moving forward.
Right.
I know they don't know the map well enough, but they could have just walked around and killed everything on the back.
Yeah. Well, you got to know the map well enough, and you got to know the expansion well enough.
Yeah, I know. But you can't. They could just have walked around and killed everything.
There's a
in
Widow
the
Mine.
back. And then it would just
Brewing down, and there was nothing with Widow Mines where they needed the armory or anything else to remain invisible. There was an upgrade that allowed them to burrow faster, just like
they were
this
just always
is.
invisible.
Yeah. Right.
But you could overcharge your stuff, and they didn't just instantly burrow.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized they took away that stuff for Protoss and they gave shield batteries, but shield batteries don't defend against Widow Mines at all. Kind of just hurt Protoss quite a bit.
Well, I mean, they might not. Like the shield battery might not help against Widow Mines with workers, but with army. But yeah, so like shield batteries up front, but shield batteries in the mineral line, not that great against Widow Mines.
Yeah. I feel like our red team is running away with it a little bit.
Yeah, despite that mothership harass.
What do you mean? Because of
sorry,
the mothership harass?
Sorry, my daughter was actually talking to me for a chunk of that, with me giving her some suggestions on what she could do while Daddy's playing.
Oh, that Widow Mine could just be super juicy.
Yeah, I'm curious. I want to know what happens there. I mean, even doing a bit of damage, the medevacs could be pretty nice.
The blue team is really tunneled getting this ramp, and
yeah, they're also they're taking the same path every time.
Right, you just walk around. Just go around. Oh, that was the least juicy hit you could have had. Just go around it. Just go around.
Round it goes.
Yeah, you could just walk around the back. Because now they're at. Because Larry is just. I mean, Revenant is just getting his natural up, which isn't that bad in.
Yeah.
Because you could really last much
There isn't
longer.
as much of a rush.
Still is quite a. I mean, you don't want to be behind.
And meanwhile,
as many
Matheson is pretending that it knows Heart of the Swarm.
Yeah, Revenant's only got 25 workers, so he's at like half what everyone else has.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. He's the lowest ranked among here, but hey, sometimes partnering up with the experts can get you a lot. Yep, there you go. Viking versus Mothership Core. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. So they finally.
Yeah, look.
Lighthood finally realized he could just go around.
Hey, there's a back door.
Yes. Yes.
And it's interesting. I mean, back in Wings of Liberty and Heart of the Swarm. Yep.
The tanks.
Uh-huh.
That is a deep line to be charging with Marines. And there's a bunch of Colossus, which are really good back in the day.
Yep.
Oh, that's a lot of Colossus. 6 Colossus. No, 4 Colossus.
Laser giraffes for the win, man.
Yeah, but
yeah, we're seeing multiple fronts here, all right. One of the things I was going to mention, in the days of in the Heart of the Swarm days, one of the big things that the Blizzard map makers really liked was to have a back door, but have it blocked by rocks that you had to destroy.
Right. This one just had the ability for, like I said, if it was Lings, you could just do the life thing. Click Lings on every base and see what sticks. And even the pros couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
But this is the end of this game. Our red team has decided, hey, you know what we can do? We can walk across the map. And the other team doesn't have enough.
Yeah. Tonight I'm seeing a lot of reacting to siege tanks by stepping back after getting shot by them. Whenever you can. That's time warp, by the way. Not that great of an ability, but it had its pluses. Oh, actually, I think the normal Mothership still has that.
Yeah, it does.
These days, yeah.
It's actually more aggressive than it used to be.
Right. They made some improvements to it, some buffs where it also affected structures, which is very nice. All right. It might be.
Yeah,
might be just seeing, kind of the rolling ahead that we saw last game at this point.
Yeah. The Lighthood kept them back a little bit, but Revenant Rage stayed down on probes too long. Which, I mean, is understandable. He's a good 500 MMR lower than anyone else in the game right now. We have a GG.
All right. The red team takes it again.
Yeah, but that was interesting.
Yep, you know, this was a heavy duty dose of, well, in my day we didn't have Tempest. Yeah.
Yes.
And you know, of course, that's not 100% honest. Not there weren't Tempests, but that was even my day. All right, so let's bring everyone in.
See that? Units.
So,
Alex,
everybody here?
Almost here. I've had some trouble dragging them. Here we go. All right, blast from the past, everyone. How was that?
That was fun.
It was so bad.
The terror of the
didn't know what to
mothership
do.
core, and I don't think it ever even cast photon overcharge.
No,
I forgot that he can that. I
Yep,
didn't.
and-
Yep.
And
I
I think it was you,
or
Lighthood.
something.
Right, Lighthood. Was it you where you know there was a little bit of forgetfulness that, well, or just not knowing in the first place that you had to research siege mode in Wings of Liberty?
Yep, I forget about it. Even though you
You
told
know?
me about it before we start, and I forget again.
It hits me even though I know it.
I try to push, then I forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
It was so bad.
So
I think.
thoughts?
Cyan, did you play it before?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Cause I feel like you know what you're doing.
Yeah, so
Unlike us.
the mothership core was so good. I used to love doing that. And you're lucky because back in the day you used to be able to overcharge your pylons. So you just build a bunch of pylons in your base and you just come in there and just overcharge them and you
That was in the early
It's
Legacy
like a
of the
pylon
Void.
rush, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could
Lighthood
cannon
was
rush,
there
but
for
without
that.
building the cannons.
That's disgusting.
It
I-
was. and-
That's why they got rid of it. But they should have left it for the Nexus only.
You mean kind of
But the
reverse it the way it
Nexus-
was, maybe? I don't know.
Nexus has a lot of range. It
It
was
did.
so bad too.
I think it's like
You could
14
shoot
range or
from
something.
I don't know.
Something stupid long.
I was saying that Widow Mines were counterable by just keeping your mothership core home, and when they dropped them in, you just overcharge. and
Yeah,
then
just zap, zap, zap. What you gonna
Yeah.
do?
All right, guys. You know, it was good. You guys had a good game there. Nice job, Showmatch. I think we'll do this again. So hang around the stream when we broadcast, because we will call on people if you guys
Right.
want to play.
There is no such thing as not having a match. There's just such a thing as not having a scheduled match. All right, but we do have one more non-scheduled match, and this one's to be less throwing a curveball in game and more just some self-imposed limitations.
All right, guys. GG's. We'll see you guys later.
Yeah,
The ones
definitely.
that played. Nice job.
GG, man.
Yeah, thanks for playing, guys.
Have a nice day, you too.
Yeah, good night, everyone.
All right. I love how it's good day to some people, good night on others. Truly a global affair. All right, let's bring in our show match competitors. Other show match competitors. Good evening. Hey. So, we have a nice little challenge. Les Menaces. Haven't seen you appear as that, but I like it. So the two of you are going to be challenging each other, and you're both going to be under a restriction. I believe Little Reaper, you don't get to play Protoss, and Little Menace, or Les Menace, Dark Menace.
I think he does get to play Protoss because of the thing. It's
Oh, you do?
It's just he gets to tell him what he can't build.
Okay, so it's strictly that, huh?
What am I playing?
You were going to be Terran, right? Or you can do Protoss.
Okay.
Either of those two.
All right. And I believe we
25.
I believe one thing we agreed on is, as far as banning creating one unit, workers and overlords and queens are exempt, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're going by like
Can the base
this
unit be?
let's do
Hyper
let's
Turtle,
do
I have to step away for a second.
okay. let's do the opposite of mono battle rules, you know?
That's right. That's a good way to describe it, Hyper Turtle.
Mhm.
All right, you pick the map since you're our guy here. You get to pick the map they play on.
Okay.
Dream Catalyst. Dreamcatcher.
Hey, who said it has to be something that's currently on the ladder?
Ooh, this is cool. If you pick something old ladder, that's a good point.
Nice memories here. Oh, I know which one I want. So I'm not going too old here, but little ways back. Oh, and here, let me get everyone in party. And KJ, if you could leave the current party so I can invite you to a new one. Okay. Doing... Alright, so we will be playing on Submarine. Because it's been way too long since that map was overplayed. And here's one of the important ones. First of all, Dark Menace, which race are you gonna be?
Oh, Protoss.
Alright. And Little Reaper, what unit is not allowed? It can be anything other than probe. Stalkers?
That's illegal. Alright, fine.
Alright. So are we all in agreement then?
Good luck, gentle boys.
Alright, I'm gonna be moving you out of the chat. A no stalker match. Coming right up.
Well, for one of them can't make stalkers. The other one can.
Ooh, brutal. Alright, let's get this action started. Now, I know Little Reaper does like his stalker, especially when they're blinking. Now, Submarine was a map that maybe even got a little bit too popular a handful of years ago in Legacy of the Void, but it's very well constructed, and it's got some nice effects where it's supposedly underwater and everything floats up when it dies. Because everyone knows that things become less dense when they're destroyed. Alright, in the upper left, we have the blue Protoss. He is
Little Reaper.
And in the lower right, minus stalkers, he is
Dark
purple Protoss.
Menace.
Or pink Protoss. Now I'm thinking about how this will affect the game. For one thing, the Zealots aren't too hot early on before you can upgrade them. Oh, hello to Sitanek, our famous painter. Back to it though. Yeah, so Stalkers are pretty standard as like the first units you want. Without them, I mean, you've got Adepts, which don't do that great against Stalkers. You got Zealots that don't do that great against Stalkers. You got Sentries, that don't do that great against Stalkers. So Dark Menace may have to play a little defensively here. At the very least, this might be one of those deals where he has to actually put up some defensive structures. Or, I mean, honestly, the other option here would be just to proxy Zealot rush. Because Zealots can be nice if they outnumber everything and your opponent is prepared for them. For those just checking in, Dark Menace is a little bit high, more than a little bit higher MMR than Little Reaper. But in this match, Little Reaper got to choose a unit that he can't use, and it's going to be Stalkers. So Little Reaper can make Stalkers, Dark Menace can't. Oh, Cheese Spray. Cheese Whiz, maybe? I don't know. But, interesting. It looks like they're both going Adept, so neither of them making something the other can't. Honestly, both taking very much the same routes here. Okay, here's a big deviation. Dark Menace is going Stargate. So if you're going to skip over Stalkers, I think that would be more beneficial than going Twilight or Robo. That way you've got the anti-air and the air. Oh, well then. Little Reaper is known very much for sneaky plays, not to mention very heavy early aggression. And I think Dark Menace probably knows that pretty well too, but that is very bold. There's a good chance that Dark Menace might even accidentally see that, but wow. No defense against that Adept, so 3 probes going down against the Adept that got in there. So, is his Adept? Is his Adept over there? Yeah, so actually pretty much the same thing on the other end. It's very interesting. So much of this game is just mirrored from one side to the other, except for the Stargate on one side and that proxy pylon on the other. 2 Void Rays in production. So they're going to be a decent answer against most of the stuff that can warp in. If they're in the right position. Yeah, you have a nice weekend too, Sednick. Cytotonic? Cytotonic, sorry. So this is an FSL night, but we ran out of season matches. Yeah, you see the Void Ray leaving. Still no awareness of that sneaky little pylon. And I mean, one nice thing is Stalkers don't kill workers that fast. They don't get any kind of bonus against light units. So, first, he is going to clean this up, and I'm curious, yeah, he is going to investigate. He's aware of this trick. You just heard your name, okay. This is Hyper Turtle here, doing commentary. I am a member of your Discord, but mostly we hang out in the StarCraft Observer Discord. So I am commissioner of the FSL this year. Like I was saying, we kind of ran out of actual seasonal matches, so we're just doing some show matches, and we're being a little crazy with them. Spicing things up, especially when it comes to 1v1. So 3 Void Rays over here. And, yeah, right away, seeing if they can snipe a pylon. And that'll, well, depowers the Dark Templar, the Dark Shrine, which doesn't make much difference, but also depowering anything that can make anything resembling a Dark Templar. Dark Menace already expanding. The supply lead is starting to grow. And yeah, look at one Void Ray just hanging out here, seeing what's going on. Also, don't forget, this is, ooh, will I be able to catch it? Not quite, but don't remember this is submarine, so anytime something dies, make sure to focus on it slowly floating to the surface. We're gonna see how Little Reaper responds to this. Obviously, he wants to go Dark Templar. Dark Templar, they can do a lot. I don't see much in the way of detection. Anything on the way of detection. Not a Robo Bay or a Forge on Dark Menace's side. So they could do a lot. At the same time, what they can't do is defend a base against Void Rays. Yo, wait. Okay. Is that an actual request for Stalker Inc? Oh. Ow. Alright, so we are in agreement that although he did break the rules and make a Stalker, he is voluntarily right-clicking it across the map and letting it die. You see, we can get along. Oh, and here's what we were talking about. No detection here. But how many Dark Templars we got? We got 2 of them so far. So he's going to be able to at least depower some stuff. We got other pylons going down, but I mean, we've got a robotics bay in production, but not... Oh, here we go. Here's a wise way to go about it. We got the Oracle. It's going to cast Revelation. Does manage to help eliminate one of the Dark Templar, not the other one. And let me tell you, folks, there's nothing more obnoxious... Yeah, here we go. Gets it out. He does manage to get the Observer. Yeah, I've been doing some casting, and I've been hosting and doing the organizing for FSL, the Fun Star League. Alright, so this Dark Templar did quite a bit, but now Dark Menace has an answer for them. He's got an Observer, he's got the Void Rays, so, I mean, I don't think there's any Dark Templar left. If they were, you'd probably want to just turn them into Archons at this point. But yeah, I've been learning a lot of really good stuff about organizing, hosting, streaming, casting. So, probably going to be throwing in a bit more of my own stuff soon, but right now this is all about FSL, except this match doesn't count. Alright. Those Stalkers are actually pretty formidable there. And as much of a bonus as those Void Rays have, that's a lot of damage output if they can focus them down. No, the Zealots manage to absorb a lot of the fire, do a lot of extra damage. Most of the Void Rays survive. Bruised, but not taken down. And I think Little Reaper is going to clean this up. Well, actually, no. It's going to be a tough one because the Zealots just keep coming, and Dark Menace just has the supply. This might not be the optimal counter, but he's over double the supply now. Here we go. Yo, wait. Did we have another Stalker? Old habits die hard, right? Flag on the field. Stalker. Base. So yeah, that's me doing my best to sound all NFL-ish, although can't say that I'm the best for impersonating referees anywhere. I'm doing what I can. I appreciate that Dark Menace has been very honest about every time he's instinctively made one. But still, Dark Menace is a double supply, and that's even with a couple of Stalkers he's had to just voluntarily throw away. Here we go, Dark Templar again. Detection isn't near there, and ooh, we have a fleet beacon down. So he is going full pink Armada, I guess. Very pink and black Armada, very Brett Hitman Hart. If you know how that is, I salute you. So what do we have here? The thing is, Yeah, Little Reaper, he's not as far behind in workers as you might think, but he is way behind in army. And I get the feeling that Dark Menace, he knows where he's at, and not being able to make stalkers. I think he's going to go full on Armada, and then just get ready to gradually build up an army that Little Reaper can't counter. Just kind of float over there and then plow down everything. We shall see. But, yeah. Dark Menace being a good sport, definitely giving Little Reaper a chance to build up, but all this time he's building up too. Very low upgrade game, I gotta say. In Forge, the ground attack finally started on both sides at about the same time. And yeah, Zealot Void Ray. It's actually a pretty heavy combination, and definitely taking no chances when it comes to the observers. Pylon didn't stand a chance, dude. Ooh. Shields them preemptively, just in case. Okay, here's that Stalker Ball. Little Reaper very much focusing on the units that his opponent can't build, but with all those Zealots hitting, makes it very hard for those Stalkers to focus down the Void Rays. And are we ready to prismatically align? No, we're just ready to GG. There you have it.
Alright, that'll do it for the quick show match that we got.
Yep.
Let's bring him in.
Dark Menace did, we'll bring him over. Alright, so, very strong show match. Dark Menace takes the official victory, but he did make 2 Stalkers, and even if you sacrifice them, still counts as a moral victory on the part of Little Reaper. Little Reaper, how you feeling?
Okay.
Yep. I loved that hidden pylon. Might have been able to do a bit more if you'd waited a bit longer before showing your hand. Of course, the longer you wait, the more chance there is that Void Ray is just gonna fly over it. And Dark Menace. How was that? How did you have to adjust early on? I saw you started with Adapts instead of Stalkers.
I mean, it's kind of weird, like having to play without Stalker, but like
Stalkers are very core to PvP, especially early on. I was kind of surprised that that Little Reaper didn't immediately send a whole lot more Stalkers your way. But the two of you actually were making an Adapt at about the same time.
yeah, I had to compensate with like Void Rays because I wasn't sure if I could get charged quick enough.
Right, if you don't have Stalkers, I mean, without Stalkers, there isn't a lot on the ground that targets air. I guess there's Sentries and Archons, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
So
Little Reaper, if you did this again, would there be a different unit that you'd veto?
Probably the same one.
Okay. I agree in PvP. That's what I'd go with no matter what. Something that's really a foundation of the whole thing. And how was Submarine for you? You think that map was overrated back in the day, or was it pretty fun to play on?
It was pretty fun to play on.
Yep. It really has its charm, and if they didn't keep it in the ladder for so long, I think the memories on it would be a lot more fond. Okay, but that was our show match.
Yeah, GG's,
Show
guys.
match number 2.
GG's, guys. Good seeing you all.
Yep. It is time for me to finally eat a late dinner.
Yes.
I will see everyone next week.
Yes, we'll see you guys next week. Hyperturtle, we can review what's coming up. We'll let you guys know. But thanks for watching,
Absolutely.
everybody.
All right.
GG's.
My life for ire.
What's up, guys? We're gonna talk to the FSL people here. Who's playing?
Hello, my name is Little Reaper, and I play Protoss, and I've gotten Platinum 1.
Nice.
Hey, I'm Chien Pone. I play Protoss, and I'm Gold 3. Well, I'm Gold 3.
Nice.
Sarah, what have you